know. I got beef with Dr. Umar, and he like, oh yeah, act stuff like that. Yeah, so our brother need help.
Brother, you need help. Brother, you need help. Brother, you need help.
No tomato, no lettuce.
No, none of that.
What type of bread did you use?
I use like some white bread.
Of course you did.
That's North Carolina.
It's almost like your little brother. Like we talk junk about South Carolina sometimes, but if a New Yorker talks about South Carolina, don't you dare say something about South Carolina.
Exactly.
Okay, I get that.
If somebody from out
But
of
we
town
do
talk
not
about
fuck
Duke,
with Murder Beach.
Hey, some people let dogs lick them in the mouth. What's the problem?
And then some people kiss those people.
Yeah. if it ain't white, it ain't right.
Damn.
I ain't got no choice, I'ma do it my way. When I said that I would make it, they looked at me sideways. Put my all into the music, so I charge a high rate. And now it's all praise up to God, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I ain't got no choice, I'ma do it my way. When I said that I would make it, they looked at me sideways. Put my all into the music, so I charge a high rate. And now it's all praise up to God, I'ma do it my way.
What do you mean a milkman? Because in my head, I'm thinking something else.
A milkman.
I'm thinking about the other guy who show up.
Father. Oh no,
milkman.
I'm thinking about a white. Go ahead.
Milkman, like you like white women.
Yeah, okay. I see that. Yeah, I see
If it ain't
that.
snowing, I ain't going.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to
South
switch
Carolina.
I'm the opposite. But we have a lot in common. I looked at your page. I don't. I mean,
I haven't had the chance to look.
I like for it to be like that because I want
wish
you to
I
tell
would.
us about
I
yourself.
got a question though. Like what flavor of white girl?
There's no flavor.
So I'm not gonna lie. I do have a very specific type. I like Italian women. It's like Philly and up. Italian women.
Oh, you talking about the yeah, I got you.
They got a little attitude, a
Yeah.
little spicy. They got the dark hair, big like
They
green.
tan well.
Yeah, they got like big green, brown eyes, black like slit black hair. Man,
That's true.
they definitely another thing too. Most of them come from like middle class and upper middle class families, so they grew up in like a good family dynamic.
Yeah.
So
They always have big families.
They eat well too.
Yeah, they eat well too. Yeah, so
Most of them can cook.
yeah, they can. They like Italian women are the white women that can cook. They know about seasonings.
Yeah, you don't have to tell.
That's
anyone,
true.
man.
If I could choose any woman, it would be. If I could choose any white woman, it would be Italian.
Yeah, Italian women is definitely very sad. They definitely very family orientated, and it's not like you're looking for a woman who actually wants love instead of like looking for help.
You ever watch Abbott Elementary?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm planning on starting it, but I haven't.
Do you do anything black?
I was gonna ask, why do you hate black women?
I don't. I don't hate black women.
I didn't say that.
Like it's just like this crazy like narrative. Like I'm a colorist. Like no. Like I'm the youngest. I have 3 older sisters.
Oh,
I have my mom, my grandma's tatted on me, and with me personally, like my sisters are very, very educated. They're very like boss women. They boss bitches. So a lot of times, like when it comes to like a lot of my counterparts, they don't bring that energy that I grew up seeing from my sisters. So
they
then,
ratchet. They ratchet.
I want to say ratchet, but it's just like they don't have like the guidance. They don't have maybe like the ambition. They don't know what they want. And it's another thing too. Like I'm fortunate that I grew up in a 2-parent house. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I had a dad that was there. My dad always been like financially and everything like that. But my dad did his own stuff. My dad was real and stuff. My dad was a pimp. Like, like some of the stuff that my dad did, I related to like some of my white friends. Like, yeah, like tax time in my family, you find out what my dad brought for other women because he gonna file on his taxes and get his money back. Did not care. So in that point of it, it was just like my mom, she like had her own business. She worked for the school district. Like she did her thing. And all my sisters like worked for the State Department, teaching school, get a PhD.
They had their stuff together.
Yeah. So a lot of times too, like you might find a woman that's like that, but the attitude of it is like that. I don't know, you know that the bougie black whatever.
Like, yeah, I know what you mean. Like wearing heels all the time.
It's,
they
no,
gotta dress up hot.
You can dress up like that, but it's the attitude. It's like this bougie,
high
like pretentious. I don't care about being high maintenance, but it's like this pretentious attitude, and it's to the point where it's kind of maybe get to the point where it's like
They think that they're better than you.
yeah, that, and it's like you're too woke to the point where you're like you're misguided.
But you never answered our question. Why do you hate black men?
I said I don't. I don't, man.
I kind of get what you're saying.
I do not. I feel like I might hate like Meg Thee Stallion. I don't like her. She put a black man in jail.
Like her here,
hey, I'm saying free Tory, vote Trump.
Oh, so why you not voting for Kamala?
I'm telling you right now, whatever we do on this podcast, we're not going to stay on. We're not going to stay on.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not voting Democratic. I'm like this. Baltimore has been a Democratic city for like over 50 years, and you see what goes on in Baltimore. At a certain point, we gotta like look at each other and say we gotta change. And I feel like people are seeing that, like the Democrat Party don't care about it. It took advantage of us.
The amount of black males over the age of 30 voting Republican has increased for the past 6 years.
That's crazy.
It's just something that happens, man.
People waking up, and
how Ak feel about it?
Well, you know, Ak, he's rocking with Uncle Trump, man.
Yeah, I saw him freaking out. He was pretending, but crying when Trump got shot.
Nah, he was serious. He was serious because because Ak met him and everything. Ak has a good. Ak met Trump a couple times. Ak got like a really good rapport with like Trump's son and everybody like that. Dang, I forgot homeboy name at Rumble. The guy who owns Rumble. He really nice guy. So
you actually know him then?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So a lot of things too, like Ak come look at stuff at like a business point and as an immigrant. So that's another thing people forget. Ak is an immigrant.
I forgot about that. So he understands the immigrant whole thing.
Yeah, he understands. He's an immigrant himself. He's from Jamaica, born and raised. He didn't come to America until he was in middle school.
That's crazy.
So a lot of people like have this narrative of like Ak that's kind of whatever. It's kind of like with everybody. And like definitely when you're known for just talking and speak your mind, the one misleading clip or the one thing that people don't like is going to scream louder than all the other things you did. Like people might say the same thing about him. People say Ak don't like black women, but if you really watch his stuff, he talks about how he like black women. I told Ak, you need to talk to a white woman. Most of the chicks he talked to are like black or Hispanic.
I'll be honest. I was one of the ones who didn't like Ak back in the day when he was doing his Chirac stuff. Because to me, it seemed at the time like he was just capitalizing off all the black people out there dying and killing each other and like putting it out there for no reason. It seemed like it's like the same accusation that people throw at Vlad. But I changed my tune a little bit when he got on Complex, that show with Joe Budden and them. Yeah. Because I realized, he's like a legit reporter, if you will. So it became more of like, it became less of capitalizing off of it and more of, let me show you what's going on here.
I agree with that. And people also got to remember this. It went hand in hand with the music. At that period of time, that Chicago drill scene wouldn't be such a iconic part of music and what it is now if it wasn't for Ak reporting on it.
I was gonna say that.
All of the things that we listen to these songs and we hearing everything about it, and then hearing Ak talking about this dude, calling this dude a Grim Reaper, he's da-da-da-da, just giving the commentary behind the music, that scene wouldn't be as big and you wouldn't have a lot of music you have today. So in that point of it, you can't say nobody's a culture vulture when essentially we all benefited from it, including those artists. Maybe not sad that some people like died and from the gun violence and gang violence there, but a lot of people who were involved in it musically and their families made money off of that.
That's true.
Same thing about like re-listening at the Jacksonville. Like shout out to Trap Warren Ross. He's in the UK. Making these long-form documentary styles. And he's in the UK, white kid, doing the same thing. Everybody makes videos about the war in Jacksonville. And that's the reason why everything Young and Ace touch and Fulio touch, and they dissing each other, does crazy numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing when K-Flock and D-Thing and B-Love was going at each other. Every New York blog pages was doing the same thing on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, talking about that New York drill stuff. And what happened? It made the music scene so much fire.
So it's basically like the culture, or maybe the rap version of political news, like CNN and Fox News. Yeah. It's like Ak and all these other places are just kind of like that.
Pretty much. Cause like I'm telling you, like if you listen to like a lot of the reason why New York drill is not as good as it used to be is because of like, man, a lot of these dudes saying that they're not gangster no more. They just doing it because of style of music. It's not hitting as hard. No Diddy. Compared to when you hearing like about D Thing calling out K Flock dead homies and stuff like that. Yo, it hit different. Then you done heard that. Oh snap. Then you done heard the song a couple of times. Oh, he killed that. Hey, oh, that was fire.
Yeah.
You click on YouTube. Oh, you hearing something about the gang, that D Thing, and then the other dudes, B-Love's beefing or whatever. Oh, so this is what B-Love mean. Oh, when B-Love was on the record talking about I want B-Thing saying something, then when you find out that his homies was killing his homies, they were shooting at each other. Oh man, dude, the song hits like 10 times better.
That's like the Naughty Bop thing. Nobody understood what that meant, the whole dance and stuff, until they found out, oh, that's what's the name brother that got stabbed, and they're just reenacting the stabbing stuff.
Yeah,
and that's when that blew up because everyone, then people start getting jumped and shot at because of that.
And that's the thing about it. That's like I said, it's a gift and a curse about that style of music because we're in an era where like, sure, you think about like the early 2000s and 90s, a lot of people could fake it, definitely in the 90s because everything was under a shield. Like a lot of the dudes from the 90s rappers, they was not gangsters or hood dudes.
You see them now. Most of them are playing cops in TV shows.
Yeah. What it was okay, they can rap a little bit, but it was like, all right, you got radio and everything that was presented out to you was packaged by a label. So whatever narrative, whatever, was packaged. And
they
whenever,
built that image.
Yeah, so now we're in a world where everything is just so fast, so you can't fake it.
So I got a question. How did you meet Act? How did y'all get in touch?
The internet. So, if you've been watching Act since like day one, man, so it was like back when Act would talk to people on Skype. So he would be on Twitch and he had a Skype call. So I was on a Skype call. So my old name on Skype wasn't WaleIntern, it was MWEE13. So they used to call me McWee13. It didn't sound good. It didn't have a nice ring to it, but then it was also then when I went to college, it was like when Chief Keef first came out and everything. And during that time period of meme pages was like was becoming a big thing. So everybody was like their favorite celebrity's intern. Always been a Wale stan.
That's where that came from.
And so I became WaleIntern because remember everybody had big meme page. One of the biggest meme pages was Chief Keef intern. And it was like all meme page. Everybody had a meme page of a celebrity, and it was like there was like the intern, the assistant. That was like the thing to do on like Twitter, Twitch.
I remember that a little bit.
Yeah, so that's how that name came apart.
And then through the Skype, it's how you met Act. Like
I met Act through Skype. So I got to meet him in person. Really, most of the credit I give to is his best friend / manager Leaf. So Leaf, so me and Leaf got really close during like the pandemic era. So this is whenever like the Discord got really lit. So I ended up like being like start running the Discord and everything, and like I had the different stuff going on at that time. I was managing actors. I was working on films. I was working on a lot of stuff with people from Family Matter, Laura Winslow. So her dad and stepmom got Dreamflix. So we did Christmas in Carolina, Gaslight, A Family Matter Christmas. So
and when was this?
This was like started in like 2019.
What are these movies?
But why?
Yeah.
When you
why
said
with the
Family Matters,
Yeah. So,
when you said that, I thought it was like some newer podcast or something that just
like
kind of
Steve
branded
Urkel.
that.
Yeah, like,
I did not know that. Okay.
Look up Christmas in Carolina. That's Laura Winslow, and you'll see Eddie Winslow, Darius McCray.
Yeah. But why them though?
It was so what happened was the girl who wrote it, she's from my hometown, and the guy that I was help managing at the time, she picked him to be the lead in the movie, and because of that, that's how I got intertwined. So like, so pretty much Dreamflix is owned by.
I remember that.
Yeah, I'm in the movie too.
Oh,
And all the food and all so
you credited and everything.
Yeah, so also too like also cooked all the food in the movie too. So all the food they was eating, I cooked that. So
you a chef?
Yeah, I have a culinary degree.
Oh,
So when I
That's why you went to school.
Yeah, so at Coastal I have a BA in business hospitality and I have a culinary degree. So I used to do like a lot of fine dining, upscale cooking. So yeah, you see me in the movie. I'm in a scene of the montage when he goes to the club And the movie was filmed in Conway, Myrtle Beach, and Columbia.
So now I'm confused because you was talking. So earlier, off record, we was talking about job and stuff. You ever thought about getting into that field?
I spent 10 years in the kitchen.
It's lucrative. You
burn out quick, right?
After COVID, unless you're owning that business, and it's a lot of time, and like I'm a perfectionist, and I'm big on making good food.
Let me see your arms.
Yeah.
No, I mean
for real.
the burns and stuff. Because everyone who's
Yeah.
in culinary, they always have
still
similar
got some.
burns.
I don't have as many as I used to because I quit during COVID,
Okay.
and plus like I don't get burnt that much because I actually know what I'm doing.
Hey, I think
His
even the
wife
best
is
of
a
them,
chef,
even the best of them have burns.
Oh yeah, trust me, you get some. Like I'm at the point where I still have like catlets on my hands right here, so I can pick up like hot pans. They still don't feel.
Would
hot
you
to
go
me.
back to that? Like be like a celebrity chef? Not a celebrity chef, but like
I would do that.
I mean like be someone chef, like LeBron James chef or
Wale,
something.
yeah.
Wale chef.
Of course, I would do something like that because it's like this. So it's very less stress. I'm cooking a small amount of food, and I'm pretty much creating like my own, like creating like a small menu, compared to like, hey, I'm at a kitchen, I gotta go through all this inventory. Another thing too,
Deal with other people.
not even that. My biggest thing is I have to run the kitchen, so everything comes back on me. Then two, it's like it's gonna be very difficult to find another me.
I know that.
Because another thing too, and it's like pay. So definitely, if I'm like maybe be a head chef, I might not be able to pay like you. It's hard to get good help when you're not paying nothing.
Yeah.
So for the most part, like the pay in the kitchen, some places is good, but like if you got the experience and you got the skill, they still gonna pay you like a person that didn't go to school. And sometimes that can be very discouraging.
Yeah.
Then also too, like in Charlotte, bro, you black. I have like a very extensive resume, and there's been a lot of times where I got discriminated because once they find out, oh, I'm a black man, they be like, oh, I don't know.
They didn't. WaleIntern didn't give it away on the application.
To be real with you, like since September, I have to get used to you like using WaleIntern. It's like September when ACT was like, yo, like when ACT made like the official like the TCS thing and stuff like that, and branding like us or whatever. I was like, because before then I was just like, yo, I'm Big Mike, like just whatever.
I got a question for you because I need to know where is Wale? Because the last thing I heard, he was dangling from Diddy's balcony from his pinky toe.
I
Remember
know
when Wale was the best?
I'd still feel like, I mean, he's underrated.
he's very underrated.
All the mixtapes was fire, man.
So I know he just re-signed with Def Jam. I know he released a little single and made a video for it. It was dope. But I just feel like Wale in space right now. Like we need a mixtape era as hip hop. We just need a mixtape era so a lot of rappers can feel comfortable dropping some music and test the water.
People don't do that no more. They just drop singles now.
You know why though?
Because Drake.
Streaming.
No, streaming.
Kids.
Streaming.
Look at the whole beef between Kendrick and Drake. Every single one of those songs were streaming. Remember when 50 and Game and them was beefing? You had to go buy a mixtape or download it.
Yeah.
I still blame Drake though, because he popularized
Streaming,
dropping
on a
singles
Friday
all the time, not being a part of a project.
No, that has nothing to do with it. It was something as a whole because of it was like this. So a lot of the actually came from the younger generation. So when SoundCloud fell off,
Yeah,
because what happened was because the leaders of the SoundCloud era, they quit posting on SoundCloud because they at the point where they didn't. What about this? When the SoundCloud era ended, because all those rappers like Uzi, 21, Yachty, they had the money to pay for samples. They had like all those producers that we love from 2016. Now they're huge artists, but they're always going to do beats for them. And that now, because they're superstar, a lot of the upcoming new sounds going to give them beats and just get the publishing off of it. So now it's to the point where, why do I need to even drop on SoundCloud? So that's what killed SoundCloud.
I remember all the SoundCloud rappers. All of a sudden, they started selling their stuff on iTunes. 99 cents. It's like, we're witnessing this.
why was there such a big stigma against SoundCloud rappers? Like everyone was talking to, oh, you just a SoundCloud rapper. Like,
Because it was a lot
It just
of
didn't
that.
seem official.
It wasn't official. Then another thing too, it was like you didn't really make money off of SoundCloud.
That's fair. But I mean, like, if you got talent, you got talent.
Yeah.
Like, J. Cole was dropping mixtapes and not getting paid a lot, and he was still fire.
But J. Cole was signed to Rock Nation. Like, I'm going to get on that, too. I'm going to get on this, too. I only know one artist that gets streamed over 1 million streams that's from the... was about to be two. There's two of them right now. That's from the Carolinas that have over 1 million monthly streams.
Analogical the Poet?
No, that's from the Carolinas. That one, that's not the baby, because remember the baby had to leave Charlotte.
He had to leave.
He had to go to Atlanta. He had to go to Houston, Atlanta.
Oh, just for the music
J. Cole
wise.
too.
J. Cole had to go to New York. J. Cole, like I remember.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
like Rap City had to leave. Rap City had to get Ninth Wonder. Granted, Ninth Wonder is from Winston-Salem. Like I said, Tootsie. I
forgot about Tootsie. I forgot he was.
Tootsie had to go to Atlanta.
Yeah. He went there early, didn't he? Like early in his career.
So yeah, I'm all for that. Then you got a couple other people like Stunning for Vegas, Luke's and stuff, but they come underneath those other players. And the only person you might can say Moray, but he had this crazy viral sensation song.
And what happened after that?
What happened was the label tried to make him a raw wave and didn't market him well after that. Yeah, you got the song with Cole and them, you had Quicksand, but post that you was bigger than your song. So whenever you're an artist and become bigger, like your song is bigger than you,
yeah,
and you got to recruit that money from the label, it's gonna be tough for you.
So what for Moray, right? Because I like Quicksand.
I like Moray too. He's from the Ville.
Yeah. So for him,
he can't release music right now.
He is nice too.
He's nice. He can't release music. What I would want from him, whenever he recruits up, or he can maybe drop a little single, get a little TikTok sound or whatever.
Yeah.
Please show us like maybe a little bit of the dark side of Fayetteville, because you that person that can show that. Cole, like Cole gave you a taste of what Fayetteville really was on the Tale of Two Cities. Mm-hmm. And if you're familiar with there, like, yo, that song is very deep. Like, if you're from the South and you're from the Carolinas, everybody know, like, Fayetteville is a very dangerous place.
Yeah, it can be.
Like, I'm one of these people, like, no disrespect to Charlotte, but like me moving out here from like South Carolina, and it's like a view what I learned from living in Charlotte. Since I'm from the South Carolina, everybody in Charlotte be like, oh, he from South Carolina, he crazy, he one of them crazy country boys. Then if they from Eastern Carolina, they be like, be careful, they're gonna probably shoot you, do something crazy. Then when it comes to Charlotte, they're gonna try to be like a city boy, try to finesse you, snake you.
That's because Charlotte's not like it used to be. Like, since Hidden Valley days, it's not like it used to be. Which, to me, I'm fine with that. I don't want to get shot at the gas station. But I mean, like, East Carolina, like, it's a lot of small country towns where like they don't got nothing to do but sell drugs and shoot people.
But we got respect with it, and that's why we don't have that here in Charlotte. There's nothing wrong with us. That's the city stuff. Like, I guess like the way I move, everybody's straightforward.
Yeah.
A lot of times when it comes to like you being outside here, you really don't know who to trust.
Yeah, they snakes.
And that's the difference between like Eastern Carolina and here.
It's because of the population. I mean, when you're out in the country, you know, everybody knows everybody, so you got to kind of, you know, hold your word. But here, it's in and out. It's kind of like the little New York version of the Carolinas.
I say like, man, Charlotte's like I want to be Atlanta.
Shut up.
Man, please don't say
you
that.
Did
You're
that
going to get us in trouble
you know
again.
What you're saying.
Nah. It's to the point because it's like this part of it, like Charlotte wants to be a black Mecca. Because you got to remember, once I moved here, every new article was like, Charlotte's one of the towns where they hire black people. It's a good place for black people to...
Crazy, right?
They did that crazy for so many years. Then like now you're saying post-COVID...
The truth came out. Like, seriously.
No,
I agree 100%.
Then now you seeing, now they like gentrifying like all these places.
Everywhere is gentrified. We were talking about that last time.
Bro, like, I remember they built up apartments over there on Sugar Creek and Mill Creek.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know about Brook Hill?
Yeah.
So they turned down Brook Hill, kicked all the black folk out, and they're like, oh yeah, they were building outside of town. These niggas ain't gonna be able to live there. It's gonna be all white people.
I used to live in the Greer, and when I first moved to Charlotte, I moved to Greertown.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah.
I lived
that's
on
what I was
Orange
gonna say,
Street.
Yeah.
I lived on Orange Street. They built that up now.
Yeah.
And it's like they built a Chick-fil-A over here.
Yeah.
Over there.
Once the Chick-fil-A's and the Starbucks come in.
And I saw that. And in my mind, like I remember, like I don't know, I just never haven't came this way right here in a minute. And I remember like one time when I came this way, like to go like to, I was going from my apartment, I was going the way to go to Publix, and like I was like, I ain't been over here in a minute. I said, they building a Chick-fil-A?
Wait, the Publix on South Boulevard?
No, the Publix on Randolph and Cotswold.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's a nice.
So
one.
like
That's
I
a
said,
nice
I live over there like little Mexico.
one. Yeah.
So I live like
On the east side?
yeah, like
Like
Central.
Central?
I'm over there Central. I'm over
Yeah,
there.
Mexico
Yeah.
City.
You remember East Lamar? How far back?
Wait,
you
how
go?
long
See,
you been
now
here?
I've been here since 2016.
Oh, no.
so
So
you
I
know
went
about
there
East
for that.
Okay.
So when I moved my neighborhood, it was very like diverse. It was dope. I mean, like white people, Indian people, black people, Hispanic. It was dope. In a matter of 2 years, all the Hispanics took over.
Yeah.
Even down to the leasing office.
That's how you know it's a rap. When you go in there and they don't speak your language.
Yeah. So, and I'm just like, and I'm just driving down like Wendover going to Publix, and I was like, what? And I saw they kind of facelift the food line and everything. And I was like, dang, I ain't been over here in a minute. And I was like, but this like low key the hood. Like that 7-Eleven is infamous.
Yeah.
Like they be out there hanging out behind the post office.
They're gonna get to that too. That's
That's
what
how-
they
it's
do.
crazy.
It's like it'll be black and white. It'll be like on this side of the street, you got brand new Publix, Starbucks, and everything else. Over here, you still got the 7-Eleven where they used to shoot heroin and stuff.
And when white people see it, it's like, okay, they can see the potential. And then they start moving. Then if you look in our neighborhood, it's literally like black and white. It's like you'll see one house, $500,000, and then you'll see the crack house. And it's like, and the white people are scared. They'll still walk out, they'll jog, walk their dog and everything. They don't
Howdy,
care.
neighbor.
Yep. You'll be out of here soon. Enjoy it while it lasts.
So we're gonna make sure we price you out on that
Yeah,
tax.
our neighbor had a Ferrari, a light blue Ferrari, just sitting in the yard. It's like, man,
Then
it
go
like
to
right
next
at the
house
corner
down,
is
it's
a crack
pickups
house.
and
Literally,
hoopties. Yep.
it's crazy.
But then if you look at it, even coming from Charlotte, it's like you hit Wilmore, Mint Street, and all that. It's like they've gentrified and moved down. They got everybody out of Brook Hill.
It's
and
from the
Remount.
airport, coming straight from the airport. They cleaned that whole area
This
out.
whole strip, yeah.
And it's just making its way down. So when you say, what's a little further past there?
Somebody Hidden Valley.
No, not even that far. Not even that far. Just going down South Boulevard, how they're just they do the main streets.
all
Dilworth,
those complexes.
Wilmore.
And then you look at it, it says starting at 400,000, the low 400,000. It's like, who's living here?
And
And
they
then
don't
like
realize
you know where niggas was at like just a
That's
couple
what
years
I
ago.
said.
Like what trouble shot that nigga Devin in the foot over there or something like that.
The West Boulevard.
I was gonna say West Boulevard
It's crazy, right?
Boulevard Homes.
No, the West
the
Boulevard
West
store,
Boulevard
right
corner
across the street
where the
from,
Chinese with Golden Wall.
remember Jack in the Box? They used to sell crack out of
Yeah,
Jack in the
that
Box.
was like national
right in the
news.
same parking lot as a police station.
That's crazy. You know the wildest thing I knew about gentrification. So I was working for one of the most racist dudes in Charlotte, and everybody, white people love him.
You know,
Jim
you gonna
Noble.
say his name? Oh.
Jim Noble.
Okay.
Preacher man. Like it was to the point where I was working for him, like they kind of messed me over on like some money or whatever too. Kind of find out me and him was in the same fraternity. Still was kind of acting kind of. And look, there are news articles about him being like a racist homophobe too, but he like a preacher and businessman, so you know they love him.
Racist and homophobic.
Yeah, there are legit news articles about him in newspapers about
Well,
him.
like what kind of stuff he did?
So you know they built the chicken shack and like the barbecue place on Freedom, and I remember I was working there and I was talking to some of the old heads out there. It was like, bruh, seeing white people jogging down Freedom is crazy. Like it was like mind boggling.
Yeah, that's not right.
Tuckasegee. You see the apartment? I mean, you see all those condos they're putting up there.
That's
Oh,
like-
none of them are finished. They're just building all these condos. All you always see is
What
wood.
used to be there before the DSS place was there right there on Ashley?
Wasn't that?
Was
that
it
Freedom
Midtown
Mall.
Square? Oh, was it Freedom Mall?
That was
Oh
Freedom
yeah, I
Mall.
forgot Freedom Mall.
Okay,
was
so
even
yeah,
a
Freedom
thing.
Mall was tough. It
Yeah.
was some
Tore that
badass, and they
down.
knocked it down, put up the Department of Social Service. What was that? The little place that was right across from it, where the Barnum? Why didn't say Barnum and Bailey Circus? Bros?
Oh, yeah, the little
they used to have the
Next
circus
Liner
out there, like right in front of there.
That was across the street of Freedom, like where all the little stuff is. They're tearing all that down.
I think someone got murdered there recently. I think
Probably.
they found like a young
That
lady
sound
and
like-
her head, like they had cut her
Yeah,
head off.
probably over there
and
by the
threw her
subway,
behind
right?
it, Yeah.
yeah. But they're tearing all that down. For East of the Mall, what are they doing with that?
Well, no,
I thought it was a TV studio or something.
See, I don't like. No, they canceled all that.
They were supposed to do something with it, but I think they don't have any plans for it right now.
They were going to bring a whole studio there, but then that whole 2SB movement thing that came in, they were supposed to bring PayPal,
with the
Facebook,
girl and
all
boy
that.
bathrooms.
Yeah.
What were you about to say though?
North Carolina.
I know, like over there by Sharon Avenue and Central, they building like some type of crazy thing over there.
Oh yeah, you know what's crazy though is that they're building up all this stuff and not realizing what they're doing when they do it. So like university is like university is kind of like notoriously known for like a good middle class, nice area to be in. Right. But once they took down like they shut down all of the stuff that happens over there, the Eastland Mall area, and started gentrifying that area around it. And we didn't realize they were pushing people up towards the north side where university is. Now they thinking about shutting down Northlake Mall because
Northlake became the new Eastland.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Then they started going out to Concord. Yeah,
keep pushing them out further and further.
Well,
Northlake was on the news.
Concord is going to be fine because a lot of like the middle class people, that's like who already got famous, going to be like, I'm fine with leaving Charlotte and moving to Concord. So that's going to actually help Concord. Because remember, Concord is not under the same jurisdiction as Charlotte. It's a suburban of Charlotte. The same thing, too. They moved to, like, Rock Hill.
Same with Ballantyne. Same thing.
Yeah. Well, Ballantyne going to cost a little bit more, though.
Yeah. Concord moving up, too. They're building up their inner city area.
Yeah. So that actually, they're going to be, like, the place, like, it's going to be to the point where, like, you're going to say you're from Atlanta. Like, people in Atlanta's like, I'm from Atlanta, but I live in, like, Riverdale or like Sandy Spring.
Yep.
I live in Decatur. Listen.
Yeah. So Concord is going to be that. Like people, y'all live in Charlotte.
That's how it is. People from Fort Mill say they live in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Everybody around here. Gastonia, Huntersville, Concord, everybody say, we Charlotte area.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
I'm going to do that. I can't stay here, man. The traffic every day, every year, the traffic gets worse and worse. So it's like, I'd stay in South Carolina.
Don't say we like Atlanta, though, man.
It's not.
Nah, I'm not saying we like, but it's just like it's going to get it like that.
You're saying what you said. The first thing you said was like
we're
trying to be like Atlanta.
They kind of are. Look at South End.
Yeah,
look at South End.
And even then, going out in Charlotte is not as fun as it used to be after COVID. I'm saying it, bro.
I like that.
Walmart's not even 24 hours.
Yeah, Walmart not 24 hours. But
yeah,
you know everybody blame the baby for that, though.
Listen, that's one thing we don't talk about the baby. That's just high praise.
No slander on the baby.
No. It's no slander. I love the baby.
We do too.
But that is the narrative. Like you got to remember, even before COVID, you had to like get outside of like Charlotte to go to a 24-hour Walmart. Only thing that was 24 hours grocery store was Harris Teeter.
Was it?
Yeah, Harris Teeter and Cotswold was 24 hours.
I remember I used to work at the other Harris here on Providence, and that was the only one. The one you talking about was the only one that was open 24/7 all the time. But speaking of the baby,
careful.
I forgot what I was gonna say. What?
Careful.
It wasn't gonna be anything bad. I forgot what I was gonna say though.
Yeah. No, but I like how they're. I don't mind gentrification. I mean, if you have property, and it's gonna raise your property value up, and hey, man, I'm not like you, but I get out. Nobody wants to be around a bunch of.
I agree, but
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, what you're saying right now is that I don't mind that everything is shutting down like 24/7. Like I don't mind the things closing at 10 o'clock. That's to the life to me. I'm like, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, I'm like this, man. Bro, sometimes like I be wanting to go to Walmart. Walmart a little bit cheaper.
Thank you.
That's
it be like you want to go grab something.
Walmart's the only thing.
Walmart's not like the club though.
Yeah,
like because we can't even go to Jack in the Box.
Like,
I mean,
Cookout. Traffic at 10 o'clock.
But I'm saying like this. So a lot of good like me. I didn't go to like none of the like quote unquote like a lot of black clubs. Like for me, it was like. We used to go to EB's and Plaza. That got shut down right down in the Plaza. They built like a big like condos thing right there. Like just the whole Plaza vibe has kind of changed, and even like the parking situations, even going out to these places, to the point of like now you gotta like pay for parking. Like that's kind of trash.
It's a northern thing.
Yeah,
they're bringing it down here.
So now they're bringing it down here. Yeah, now I just saw that they saying that now when you go uptown. You got to pay for they changing from 6 to 10.
Everybody wants to go uptown to do something, and it's like, all right, let's do here, let's meet here, and it's like, why does it have to be uptown? Because we have to park somewhere. We have to pay for parking. It's going to be crowded.
Like 15 miles.
Yeah, it's just be around a bunch of people. Everything's going to be full. You got to make reservations. It's like, why? Why can't we go out somewhere in the country?
I'm cool with that because people want to see like the big buildings and stuff. But it just kind of like, it was cool that, dog, like I could like park on the street after like 6 and I'm free on the weekends. And I had to worry about paying for parking. That was dope. Then the second part is like a lot of like the cool places, like even maybe I'm just biased, but like even like Oak Room got shut down. Like that whole like slate was like a vibe. Then a lot of the places that were like really cool, like I guess like post COVID and the environment around it changed.
Bro, the epicenter.
Oh yeah, the epicenter. Yeah. So to be real with you, like nobody really goes uptown unless you're going to get food. Like, and it's like,
right. Me
personally, like, well, if I'm going uptown, I'm either going to Prohibition. And if I'm at like now, maybe the local, some people up there. Yeah. SIP ain't what it used to be after Big Jake left.
Is Fuel Pizza still down there? I was looking for that the other week.
This is one on South Boulevard.
Sure, the only Fuel Pizza I ever go to, the one for South Boulevard.
There was one uptown.
Yeah, right by
the center. Remind me to ask y'all about Dante, because I seen somebody walking down the street look just like him with the Fuel Pizza shirt.
He wasn't at Fuel though. He was at like Maggiano's or something.
Oh, the last time we talked to me, yeah, but that's something different.
I used to go to I remember like going out in Plaza, man. You go to the Fuel Pizza right there. But even then, it's like the rent got so high. Like Soul Gastro Lines was a staple in the Midwood Plaza, and they got closed down because of the rent got so high because of that. Like, what made Charlotte great? Like, that was the biggest selling point in the plaza.
We were just talking about Price's Chicken last week.
Yeah,
they used to be here.
Was you here for Prices?
I was here for Prices.
How many times you got there?
I never got a chance.
I went like once.
If you didn't go at least once a day.
But the thing about it was like, bro, it was like always packed. And I was like, I got to go all the way back to South End.
I think they kind of knew it was going to be shut down. So somebody was telling me that it wasn't like, so with gentrification, they say if you sell your business, you can't complain. But nobody's complaining. And we get it. Like, it was worth it. They paid them so much money for it. All those little places right there by the stadium, those guys are holding out. Like, they should have been bought them out. That's why they haven't rebuilt it yet.
Well, you by like on Mint where?
Yeah, literally. Exactly. Okay. Right on Mint. You know those little small places because you see how weird it is.
That dude, he pays like he charges a lot though for those parking spots.
Right, and then there's like a little photocopying place, like places that they're almost like fronts. But if you see how weird it looks, because they're building these big structures beside them, and it's like they're just cramped in between. But that happens.
Yeah.
Have you been uptown lately?
More recently was what? I drop her off a lot.
Right at Graham Street, you know, right by Crave. Mm-hmm. You remember that little Woody's, like the little mechanic shop and everything? Yeah. They're tearing all that down, and they're putting up condos.
Dang.
All right, but you were telling us earlier though that what you're trying to do in the Carolinas is like bring up artists and stuff.
Yeah. So my biggest thing is this: y'all know about the Chitlin Circuit?
No,
I know.
Okay, the Chitlin Circuit is a circuit where when an artist come down south and hit all the southern markets, they do like they go to every little club, they go to all the little small venues and get a bag. But you know the one thing we don't have in the Carolinas is a media outlet where they got to go check in. Some people are like, oh, they come to the radio station, but ain't no video.
Nope.
What happened to No Limit Larry?
The radio person?
Yeah.
He's on the radio.
Yeah, but do he do at this point how known he is?
No.
He should have been translate that over to video content to social media.
You're right.
Ain't nobody got that.
So I don't even know what.
Yeah, we don't listen to radio, but as a point where you could translate that over to video content.
Yeah,
and put it on TikTok.
Yeah,
like Breakfast Club.
Pretty much. So pretty much what like my biggest goal I want to do, because like I said, I'm from South Carolina. I'm a country boy from South Carolina, and I know like we don't get the respect that we don't get the respect we get always overlooked, and the majority of the sound of the culture comes from the Carolinas. Mm-hmm. If you even look at that, everybody got inspiration from Speaker Knockers. He's from Columbia.
From who?
Speaker Knockers. He's from Columbia. He went to Ridgeview High School. Mm-hmm. If you think about like the producer wise, Jetson from South Carolina, TNT from South Carolina. A lot of these people are from the Carolinas. So it's kind of like, do we even think about on the producer? That's half of the song. So we need to create an environment where, hey, when y'all come to Charlotte, because everybody kind of come through Charlotte, y'all come to the area, y'all got to start through, come do an interview.
Yeah.
I tell people,
freestyle.
check in with the baby.
But at the same point, at the same time too, everybody can't check in with the baby until you get to a certain pinnacle. And even then, it's not even on the checking in thing. So even then, it's to the point where, yes, I'm doing, baby got to co-sign what I'm doing too, but it's to the point where it's kind of like, if he's not going to create that error and go into like the media part of it, but hey, somebody got to do it.
Mm-hmm. I text him every time I go to Walmart. Just to make sure.
I'm just picking up eggs, brother. Eggs.
But it's just that it's something that we need, bro. It's something that like I feel like that most artists could do. And once you have the cosign, they know, oh, I'm Axe little homie. Hey, we doing it with Audio Box. This is a well-known place, and they have their foot in the culture.
So where's that at? Where is Audio Box?
Audio Box is on South Boulevard.
Oh, word?
Yeah. So it's just like you giving that point of it and you creating it from that. It should be, one, it's going to be familiar to the people who's already in the industry. Two, we're creating it for people can consume it. And why not give that opportunity to build up? Why not be that spot? Okay, and then everybody who's around in the areas get an opportunity to come on the platform that they know all the other rappers come to, where they do business at and stuff too. To come up there, do freestyle and stuff like that. To give them an opportunity to get like maybe learn about media marketing, to get stuff
That's
like
smart.
that.
I mean, I think that's what I want to happen here. So you're saying like this is the Carolinas version of Sway in the Morning or Breakfast Club and all other stuff.
What I want to shout out to my boy Southside Chief. Shout out to him. What I want to do is model off of Live on Lake Street. Live on Lake Street is Southside Chief. So like whenever anybody come to Minnesota, they come to Minneapolis, they pull up on Southside. So this is a point where like, hey, like all the promoters, all the dudes that be doing, all the club owners, all the dudes be doing the booking. Yo, we got to get tapped in, because at a certain point, it looks better whenever you got this video stuff of them actually really tapped into the city. So they coming in doing some stuff like that, but you the person bringing him, it's gonna look better on you. So at the end of the day, it's a situation where it helps everybody. Media doesn't hurt nobody. If we're doing media, we got the cosigns, and like you do whatever with other people from different areas, instead of letting them rape us with the money that they take from everybody from the area, at least get something back. And it's like something that's a win-win for situation for everybody around here. Everybody gains something from it. It helps the artist. It helps you, and nobody has to lose.
So
I like that.
Who raping who?
The artist.
You know, it's funny when he said that. I was listening to every single thing, but then as soon as he had his like trigger word, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, no. The thing about it, when they come through the Carolinas, they come through, do all these walkthroughs, do all these performances and stuff, and that's it.
Take their money
and go.
Yeah.
They do that. They've been doing that for the last 20 years of hip hop.
They think we country.
Whatever.
That.
No, they do.
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
I know. I mean,
and you know what's crazy though? And all these other the artists that take advantage of it, they're all the other Southern artists. So they do run a rock with us, but they be all, like, it's very rare. Like they only time a New York artist or up north artist get brought into the Chitlin Circus whenever they get tied in with some Southern people.
I like the name, the Chitlin Circuit.
Yeah.
You never heard that one?
I know I heard of it at school, but it meant something else though.
I've always heard of it, but when you said it, I'm thinking that it's something more like more current or new, like something that's some.
That's what he's saying. Well, so what is the actual? What is the original definition of?
I mean that's what he said, but
it has
just
something to
when
do
he
with
said it,
slaves,
I was
right?
thinking there was something completely different. So I'm like, oh, he's not talking about like the Chitlin Circuit. Like,
Oh,
and I'm
okay,
like,
okay.
okay, yeah.
Well, I'm saying like a
everything
modern name for it for your movement. I mean, I like that. The
So
Chitlin.
I guess they talking about on there. So like it's like, so pretty much it's just like the region of them like
Coming down south and
hitting
this spot, that spot. Yeah.
That's what Drake did.
I'll see that with a lot of tours, and it's like I'll see the tour dates, and I'm like, okay, they normally do the same thing. They go from the West Coast and they come over here, and it's like they hit Atlanta, then like they might go down to Miami or somewhere.
Those are mainstream tours. So I'm gonna tell you something about now. It's a little bit different, but you could kind of see. So if it's a Live Nation tour, they might come to Charlotte. Mm-hmm. But if it's not a Live Nation tour,
they go to Greensboro.
They go to Greensboro or Raleigh. Why? Because it's more expensive to come perform in Charlotte.
Yeah.
So when you go, so those same artists might come through at a smaller venue or do a walkthrough or whatever, And that's part of the chitlin circuit. That's how they get away with it. And Live Nation and label probably don't have to get a part of that money.
And we don't have any small venues. Like if anyone comes here, they're at
Live Nation-
Bojangles or at
No, we do.
You got
small
Spectrum.
venues. No,
We got Spectrum and PNC. Those are like the two main ones.
No, we have small venues. Like the Fillmore is not
And the
that
Fillmore.
big.
Yeah.
Fillmore in,
but who
in
do
the
you see
underground.
at Fillmore
I saw SZA at the Fillmore.
Nav at the Fillmore.
early in their careers?
Yeah.
That's
But why would
SZA
you
did
need a
Control.
small venue
I'm gonna go
at
see
the-
Tizos.
I saw Chance
Tizo-
and
Tizo's at the
Travis.
Fillmore.
I went to go see him.
I was there for that.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
Tizo.
it was actually pretty lit
was really
too.
good.
Yeah. Tizo is good, I think.
Yeah, it was
I saw Larry June at the Underground. I saw Dom Kennedy at the Underground. So the Underground is smaller than the Fillmore.
Put us on game real quick. What Carolina artists, like up and coming artists, you think we should be paying attention to right now?
Trap Dickie.
Trap Dickie.
Who would you compare him to? Like, who is he like? Don't do the he's his own special thing, blah blah. Blah. Who is
Trap
he like?
Dickie got the potential to be like. I'm gonna say like the Southern Meek Mill without being corny. Like if Meek was Southern and Meek wasn't corny, that would be Trap Dickie. Because like Trap Dickie would never do no corny stuff like Meek do.
I couldn't really get into Meek like that. Like people would be saying, "Oh, Meek is this," before the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You talking about Wale
Before
and Meek?
that,
Yeah,
and I would hear, and I'm like, I want to get into it. Then I listen to it, and I'm like, he just seems corny. Then I see him do certain things, and I'm just like, nah, this dude's definitely corny. But the streets like love him.
Yeah. So Trap is that dude. Trap like really got like the lyricist. He a street dude. He really embodies like even like he a country like
Country boy.
he a country boy, but he stand on business. Even if he don't want to be categorized as a street or gangster dude, but his mentality.
I mean,
What's
Wait,
his
that's
rap
not-
style?
He didn't play for Clemson. What is that?
No. So one of his homies. So he from Hartsville, South Carolina.
You got.
I was gonna
Clemson,
ask
don't
that
you?
next.
Yeah. So if I'm so much. So if you're from South Carolina, you're the Shamcock fan or a Clemson fan.
I was like,
But
wait,
I'ma
that's
say
not
this-
how you say the Gamecocks. That's not how you say the
But at the same time
champions.
too, bro.
that's how you say the champion's name.
I'm at the point now, bro. Like, yo, the last couple of years, bro, I had a rock with South Carolina, because Carolina's in Chapel Hill. But I had a rock with South Carolina. My little cousin, Xavier Leggett.
No, is that
Nuh-uh.
really your cousin?
Yeah, that's
Hey,
my third cousin.
It's hilarious how many people can't understand him, but I'm so
He sounds so
country.
hard.
I knew what
So,
he was talking about all the time.
I'm gonna put it on again. So Xavier went to Mullins High School. I'm from Marion. I went to Marion High School. Like,
Yeah.
we're in the same county. So my mom is Leggett. My mom maiden name was Leggett. Like, I grew up like it's like I know like people who want to investigate. My grandma Elgiva Leggett lived over there on St. Anne Street, Seaboard. Grew up over there, Metal Parks. Grew up around there all the time.
Cause y'all Gullah Geechee, right?
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
So that's where we grew up at.
So y'all a real family, because a lot of people like, oh yeah, that's my cousin. that's
Nah,
my cousin.
like, I know
I mean,
my-
like y'all mamas. Wait, hold on. Yeah, y'all mamas had the same grandmas.
No, not like that, but it's like more like Larry's wife, because like his parents are not here no more. He lost his parents when he was young. So like for me, it'd be like his like grandma is like my mama like second cousin.
Okay.
So like that's like so that's how it was. Like I went to church in Mullins, like Bethel Word Ministry. That's one of the biggest churches in Mullins.
That's
like,
how you know you country when you talking about. I know them. We
Like-
went to church together. That's how you know you country.
So
country
it's-
family.
So yeah, so even then it's like me grew up around there like that Leggett family. So like so another thing, I remember him when he was playing quarterback. He was a quarterback throughout high school.
What position did you play?
I was a defensive tackle.
I could have.
Because you came, you was big.
As soon as he walked through the door, I was like, oh yeah, tackle.
I was thinking saying, I was like, this boy built like Blindside. Right?
Nah, but also shout out to like my he had South Carolina this year. It's like he's either his junior, senior. TJ Sanders, that's my young boy. Shout out to his little brother. He's a freshman this year. He's gonna be at
UNC?
App State.
Sanders at UNC.
South Carolina.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Yeah. Then his younger brother, he's gonna be at he's at App State. I'm looking for some great stuff. Then also, my other boy, Scott, Quashawn Scott. I can't think of his little nickname right
Oh,
now.
I was going to say you told him. My cousin named Quashawn
Nah,
Quick,
nah,
and he played quarterback.
No,
for
he
App.
actually gonna be at Kentucky. He's gonna be a freshman.
Okay.
So he's gonna be a cornerback from Kentucky. Like, I think TJ, he's definitely gonna go to the league. They got him as a top 100 player right now. I think Quashawn Scott at Kentucky, I'm telling you, give that kid like 2 years. He's gonna be a force to known. He's always been athletic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another artist, we'll get back to the artist who I think out the Carolinas. That's one of the artists I feel like who didn't get a cosign for maybe like the Baby or J. Cole from the Carolinas. Jalen Santos.
Okay.
I feel bad that I haven't heard none.
Yeah, I
of
know,
these
right?
Yeah, Jalen Santos.
Like I tried to
Santoy.
Santoy.
Yeah,
I try to pay attention to who are in Carolina, but I mean it's hard.
If you look it up and you look at his Spotify numbers, it'll blow your mind.
The more you speak, the more I realize that I'm not as in tune with hip hop and just the
and
okay.
he's our
going on
age
as
so.
I used to be.
Yeah, he's from Charlotte, Vinewood. He
Okay.
puts Vinewood on. If you look at his so his big song is called Foreplay. So if you type in Foreplay like on YouTube, it has like 8.3 million. Then on Spotify, it has over 200 million streams on Spotify.
Tough.
That's good.
And who would you say he's most similar to?
He has I ain't gonna lie, he gotta give you like Dreamville vibes.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, did y'all know that what's the name little brother make music? He a rapper now?
Don't say Cam Newton.
Kayla. Basketball Kayla.
R. Kayla?
No, the little short
Oh,
Kayla in Sheffield play
Oh
basketball.
no, I forgot all about her. But forget that. It was something else I was gonna say.
Figure that.
Yeah, look up him on like his Spotify numbers. Crazy. And he's from Charlotte, born and raised, Vinewood.
Jalen Santoy.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we have people like this in Charlotte, but to go like he has he gets a lot of streams, but to actually be known and recognized, he has to go to New York, Atlanta, all these other places.
Like right now he's in he's in LA.
That sucks.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just taking everything from us because we have nothing for them.
Well, yeah, that's the thing about it. So we gotta. What's the biggest thing you want to build. So it's just that like, may not be like it's like everybody know who I am once I tell them who I am. Like oh snap, but it's like I gotta like build myself up for visually for everybody else to know like hey I'm trying to be a vessel for the Carolinas for everybody else. So because I know a lot of people in the industry and stuff like that, and a lot of people say they like the Carolinas, but we gotta give them a reason to come down here.
So are you living here now?
Yeah, I've been in Charlotte since 2016.
So who's the most famous person you know?
That's kind of hard. You know, dude.
Yeah, because everybody think
That's a
everybody's
little bit
gonna,
disrespectful.
No, because it's kind of like I might not think about it like that.
right.
Yeah.
I get that because there's people that I know who are like famous, but it's like you don't have the relationship to where you speak with them constantly, and you can pick up the phone right now and be like, "Yo,
It's just my boy. I
don't think about him like that. That's another thing too. Is like being in those rooms, you can't just like feel like that.
Yeah, that's just because you meet somebody don't mean that y'all that you know them. You know,
you ever meet Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Once.
How
It was
was
very
that?
it was very interesting.
It seems like that's the overall consensus. Everyone says that. Like,
Nah, the funniest thing was it was one thing I regret. I was supposed to go to Miami for New Year's. Everybody was down there. And I remember, shout out my boy, the big AJ. That's like Meat Mill homie. He's like the biggest Meat Mill fan. And then was at the club with 6ix9ine. And it was like they walked past each other and AJ was like, I'm gonna fight 6ix9ine. And I just know me. If I was there, you know I would have instigated that. AJ, my boy, man. I saw he went viral like last month. Like he pulled up on Neon because Neon owed his brother Slowbuck some money.
wait, I think I've seen this clip.
Where was this at? Because I think
It's
I
in
saw
Vegas because he out in Vegas.
Oh yeah. Was he associated with Didi Osama?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Slowbuck. Shout out Slowbucks. In New York. Shout out Slowbucks. Facts we in trust.
Was that real? Was he like trying to Was he seriously trying to fight him, or was it?
Talking about AJ.
Yeah.
AJ wasn't going. I'm gonna say this. AJ wasn't gonna fight him because AJ understood like, yo, bro, got security, all these cameras and stuff. And AJ was being very respectful. He was like, he got his security guard. Hey, come over here. I don't want this on camera. So he took care of it like a boss.
Okay.
But
Some people don't care about security. You know, Jack's like hit him in the head. during that when they was walking. What was it, UFC fight or something?
Yeah, but he on a goofy.
Every
though.
time I see this guy, it's somebody trying to beat him up.
That's my boy Big AJ. Hey, shout out to AJ too. AJ be in the Carolinas too.
Yeah, that's the one.
So hey, like that's what I tell you. Like a lot of people do rock with the Carolinas. So
Right here, right with the hat.
No, he the one with the
hoodie.
with the hoodie on. AJ be in the Carolinas too.
You said what they call him?
Big AJ.
Yeah, this is the one when he was in the car. He was like, he's like, why is he taking so long out there? He should be getting in the car.
Yeah,
he has a gun on him or whatever.
Yeah, shout out to Big AJ. So
why they call him Big AJ?
He named himself that. Yeah.
When you said big, I'm automatically assuming it's like the bodyguard, the big guy.
Like 5'2", and they call him Big Sean. Everybody small
AJ a real one, man. Shout out to my boy AJ. He hilarious.
All the comments like, man, this nigga AJ crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. The comments, they be talking about me be crazy.
About you?
Oh my gosh.
Why you?
I'm like a lot of times like, and I'm really getting into the point of accepting a lot of stuff now. When people think of Ak now, who the other person besides Ak people think about?
Grand Wizard.
Grand Wizard's not. Grand Wizard's not a real person technically. People he got Grant. Like, do you know who Grand Wizard is?
Nobody knows who Grand Wizard is.
Heard him speak?
Ak don't even know who Grand Wizard is.
I know who Grand Wizard is. I talked to him. I know what he look like. I know his real name. I know where he at.
He's like anonymous.
Say it.
Like,
Nah,
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I can't give out Grand Wizard like that. That's the homie. But when we thinking of people who's like,
we know it's a guy.
When I think of Ak, I think about 6ix9ine, honestly.
Really? 6ix9ine is.
I mean, I'm a little late, but
think about it. Like besides, like, but 6ix9ine is like his own thing. 6ix9ine is an artist. So when you think of like Ak and him screaming and him doing podcasts. Like him talking, who's under
who's part of his group?
I think of Joe Budden.
Joe Budden his own thing.
Yeah,
Joe Budden don't be around.
I think, like, for example, when you think of Joe Budden, who do you think of? AD or somebody like that?
Well, I think of now, but
I think
before,
it used to be Rory and Mal.
Yeah,
I miss them days, man.
But now you think of Ak, you think of Wale, you think of Facts, you think of Kyrie.
Yo, you know what? You got to talk to Analogical because he's boys with what? Let me not say that. Well, he's tight with Mickey Facts and everything. Oh yeah. At the same, we can just edit this out anyway. But
he the one that got that little classroom podcast or whatever.
No, he's a rapper.
No, he's a rapper, but he also has ties with Jadakiss and like I'll see some stuff.
He's not from here. He's from Staten Island.
Yeah.
But
so
he represents
the Woo and all of them. Yeah. But when the whole thing went on with Lupe and Royce and all them. And Mickey Facts let out his stuff with Lupe against Royce. Like he reached out to him and like they was working on some stuff.
Yeah,
but definitely.
I mean, but so you're saying right now you're getting used to being WaleIntern. You're getting used to being in the limelight as this personality, right?
Yeah. So like, and out of like the three, like when people even through like the Discord and Reddit, I'm the main person they talk about. Like Facts doing his thing in New York. Kyrie doing his own little thing right now and stuff, and I'm gonna say like this too, because a lot of people kind of it's a lot of haters, a lot of stuff like that. So, people want to understand. Oh, what happened to TCS and everything? That was the podcast we did.
I was gonna ask what happened.
It was a situation where like it wasn't because of what happened with Boom or whatever, and I don't like talk about that situation. It had nothing to do with that.
Who was Boom? I know you
so
don't like
let me read. So your man's he know about what's going on. So before like Boom was like next to Ak was Boom, and when Boom got exiled, I pretty much got bumped up to that position. And so what pretty much happened was like maybe one of the persons didn't want to work, so I was down to go film.
Who was it?
Facts was down to go work in film, but nobody else didn't want to go work in film.
Kyrie.
And
what do you mean, like didn't want to work?
Yeah, what does it consist of? Like,
okay,
aren't you like
we was like this. Hey, we're in the group chat. They like, hey, this is Leaf and Claudia, it's Ak manager, Ak assistant. Y'all want to go film? They asked like 4 times. Me and Facts like, yo, we down, da 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 da.
Dang.
So
Why does it sound like our group chat? I gotta ask them like 5 times. Y'all ready for this Friday?
we
Y'all want to do this Friday?
we ready. Because like for me, it's like I'm coming from Carolina, so I'm like, let me know before I can make preparations. You know what I'm saying? Facts like, yo, let me know. Kyrie live up there too, so it's kind of like, I'm like, all right, bro. I was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I said, bro, if I lived 3 hours away from headquarters, I would probably be there like every other day. I would be there every day. 3 hour drive?
Yeah.
I would drive there every day.
But you
be working.
You live all the way in North Carolina and you still able to get there.
What's that, 3 hour flight? Something like that? Not even, right?
It depends, like, cause it's like a 3 hour flight. Cause like cause there's been times when I flew out of there, I fly out of Myrtle Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't like doing the crowded airports.
I feel you.
Like,
Apparently, our airport's the only thing that we got going.
So what you? Shut up.
So right now, so Act want me to do right now is to like build my brand up, cause I also too it's just kind of like I don't want to be like
A leech.
No, not even a leech. It's like, so when you think of like whenever like No Jumper already had Adam built a platform where he can like interchange people, but if you stay up there long enough, you kind of get your own name and brand.
Yeah.
Act not like that. Act got you got to get yourself lit. So I've been doing that, and he look at me. He's like, yo, Wale, like you got all the tools. You like the unicorn / barstool nigga of this academy shit. So
does Act invest though? Like, will he invest? Like, for example, let's say, you came here, you like what we were doing, and you're like, hey, I want to spend time with these dudes on the podcast. Would Act be like, I'm gonna drop $1 million just to get y'all in a good spot? I'm just asking.
One thing I learned about Act is if he see that you working and you're doing it, and it's to the point like, oh, okay, you're serious about it, he will do it then. But just off of like whatever, he got to see how consistent you are.
Yeah.
Because he ain't want to be like, yeah, I spent this money on these dudes and they got the money.
And they working part time.
And and Act gonna be the biggest shit talker.
Yeah.
So
you're not gonna let it slide.
Nah. So another thing too, I never really asked for anything, and what I wanted was just, hey, the platform. I understand how to make
I got
money.
a plan. I just need I just need a platform.
You were just talking about that last week.
Yeah, so that's what I got, and like I said, I have his eyes, I have his ears, everything I do, like he see it. Then if anything I need, he's like, yo, Leaf know, let Claudia know, like, and like for me, one of the reasons like get back on how I got so close with Act, just on like a real life level was because of Leaf. So Leaf is his manager / best friend.
Yeah.
He talks about how like Leaf's older brother was his roommate at Rutgers because all of them went to Rutgers together. Leaf was there since day one. I look at Leaf like my big brother, like Leaf like my mentor, and like a lot of stuff that I learned about like how to conduct business and do everything better, it came from him because Leaf is the shadow when it comes to Act. So it's to the point whenever like people who be around Act and like this stuff, they be like, oh yeah, Wale is like a mini Leaf, because I understand like. Leaf is very strict about business. Stuff got to be certain type of way. Certain things got to look a certain type of way. And a lot of times when you come in this industry, people don't understand that. Definitely, they're very new to it. And when you look at like Act, one thing when I tell the other black people, when they look at Act and say crazy, remember, Act is not owned by any big corporation.
Yeah.
Act is not signed like whatever. Remember, Charlemagne is owned by Viacom.
Right.
Act created his own platform and everything like that, and it's not owned by anything. Whenever he had his little feud with Nikki went to call around like, oh, who do he work for? Like to get him quiet. Nobody can. Yeah, and Act tells the business. Act tells you how the stuff works. And granted, to like the real people who watch Act and stuff, they understand that part of Act, and that's why a lot of the people who really like Act because of that. But people who's like the nonsense, I'm like, bro, Act give y'all free game and teach y'all this, but people don't want to hear it.
Yeah. It's crazy how much he knows about the industry, how much people are making, how much their label is making and stuff like that. He understands the entire business surrounding it all. Like he can break it all down for you. And like, how does he get that close to industries and people to know all this information. Like I'm not trying to say
no, it's the internet. Like I said, like I have my couple of really close industry friends that work with labels. I got a couple people that work for a couple other labels that do A&R, or they manage a couple of artists, or they got a small indie label underneath a big label, and just listen to those conversations and they break it down to you.
Cause he'll say like, I can tell you, like my guy at Spotify just told me that this dude is not getting this many streams or something like that.
So I got this one homie from Canada. Shout out to him. He was doing an internship at Spotify. He was explaining to me how the playlists work. Pretty much talking about how like they how they force playlists into people's algorithms.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So a lot of this stuff, like,
but they pay, like the record label pay for that.
Yeah.
So buying streams basically.
That's how it always was in radio.
I'm gonna tell you the only difference between like that's what I said. So a lot more people will spend money on Spotify because of that. So you know, like Apple, what's his name, Eeyore, whatever, the dude that runs the radio in New York. I forgot the dude's name. I know Act don't like him. Ebro. So Ebro runs Apple. So he like has his own team that like actually comes up with like a curated playlist.
It seems like I see that.
He
if
has
you go to Apple,
he has an Apple podcast, right?
Yeah. So unless like so you can't really pay to get on like an Apple playlist like his that got like the most whatever because that's like his like so if Ebro don't like you. You're not about to get on.
That's one thing I don't like about the whole meeting. Like, I get what you're saying about like wanting to start something in Carolinas. What I don't like is the gatekeeping surrounded it all. Like, if you have a little bit of beef or somebody just happened to not retweet you or something like that, then all of a sudden there's a beef, and then their music don't get played by your radio station. And stuff. And Ebro is known for doing this stuff.
I'm one of these people that firmly believe that how radio did 6ix9ine was terrible, and 6ix9ine still did better numbers than everybody else. And also too, 6ix9ine exposed how trash radio is, and 6ix9ine wasn't even getting playlisted like that, not even on like Spotify or Apple. He like people might get upset. Me might say, oh, because I'm with 6ix9ine had one of the most legendary runs of all of hip hop for that short period of time.
Before or after Court?
Before Court.
Okay.
Before Court, he had the most legendary run. It was to the point where, like, when 6ix9ine dropped, it was an event. Yeah. Like, even if you hated him, the amount of how he had Instagram so lit, how he marketed it, I don't know if we'll ever see anything like that again.
He was so polarizing that even if you didn't like him, your eyes were still glued to him.
Exactly.
Did you listen to his albums?
Never listened to it, but I can rap to a couple of songs just because I've heard him so much because he was all over the place.
Yeah, and
what's he doing now?
Probably chilling with all his millions.
Nah, that's I heard he was in the DR dealing with domestic violence with his girl.
Right, I do remember seeing that.
I heard he got some IRS stuff going on, but he's doing Spanish music and he beefing with NEL. And even that whole thing. So I'm one of these people. I'm not mad at him for snitching. The difference between like it was going to kill him. Granted,
for sure.
And the thing about it is, it would have been like if 6ix9ine would have died, would we treat 6ix9ine like how we? No. Like if 6ix9ine would have died, would that last album he put out would have got treated like a Pop Smoke album? That Pop Smoke album he had before he died.
Dude. They played Pop to death when he died, man.
They do that with every artist. So.
I feel like I'm gonna tell you one of these people. I'm one of these people. Yeah.
X.
Well, I'll say I was gonna say XXX. To
X, they didn't kill X like that because think about X was already doing that. Pop Smoke wasn't doing those type of numbers. Like,
until after he died.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I remember when Pop Smoke first came out. I remember being out, going to Slade, and it was kind of like Meet the Woo came out. It was the song that Quavo jumped on. I like the way she moved. It was dope, and it was like only the New York niggas was like jacking it. And I was like, I was rocking because like at that point I was like, I was being in New York a lot more. I was being in Philly and stuff. And I remember when Meet the Woo 2 came out, I was like right before Cold, a couple of months. It was a dope album.
That's the one with 50 on it?
Meet the Woo 2 was the one before we started. So Meet the Woo dropped and he died, and it was like the big album that everybody listened to with all the features. So Meet the Woo 2. Yeah, Meet the Woo 2, yeah.
You know what's crazy? If you think about it, if it wasn't for Pop Smoke dying, there would be no Ice Spice, no, what's that dude, CJ that did Whoop D? It wouldn't be all those dudes because all of them was on the same. You don't think so? Like
that was already becoming a style in New York.
But was it big? I'm saying like him dying is like you're saying is what made his music big.
Yeah,
and that's
definitely.
when everybody decided, oh, we like this New York drill.
Well, everybody in New York was already doing that.
But was everybody around the world doing that?
New York. The thing about it is, you still got to come to New York and do media.
I figured you're gonna say that, yeah.
So no matter what, they was going to get that play on a national level because it's New York. So I feel like when Meet the Woo 2 came out, you look at the numbers that it sold first week. I think it had like Quavo was like the biggest feature on the album on Meet the Woo 2, and it was maybe like 2 other good songs. But everybody said the album kind of sounded the same. Nobody didn't say it wasn't trash. Nobody. I'm not saying that. I love Pop Smoke, but whenever he passed away, and you got 50 directing, like producing the album, and you got all these big features on there, the narrative of you is different now.
Yeah.
The question is, you got to think about it, this is all within a year. You dropped 2 albums in a year because you died. You passed away. Are you getting all those same features if you didn't pass away? And 50 still executive producing that album and putting that album together? Granted, it got us through COVID. It was lit. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for that. But past that, well, that's something to think about.
I got a question for you. With the baby, all the stuff that he went through, do you think he has, not saying like he fell off or anything, because I don't think he fell off, but do you think he can reach back like that where he was before?
Yes. Like I said, the baby.
He will.
They love the
and
redemption
the thing about it is, he dropped that hit record with Sexy Red. So we can't, people saying that, but when remember, like, was it that Sexy Red song came out, what, 2 years ago? Somebody that I don't know how to dance.
Yeah.
That was a year ago or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Even then, it was like right after that thing happened. It was like, oh, he fell off.
I was gonna say, I think what he did I think he did it too early. I think if he had done that today, it wouldn't have been as big as a problem as it was back then. Because back then, that was during the time when people were even saying like, if you don't date trans person, then you're transphobic. Like that's when they were really hating on people that was doing that stuff. If he did it today, there'd be so many people supporting him what he said, or not just supporting him, but like
he didn't even say nothing bad. It was just like it's like one of those things when too woke go wrong.
Yeah,
and that's the point.
Wait a second. You talking about when right before he did
when he said my fans don't have AIDS?
Yeah, bro. People been saying that.
More to that though.
No, it was like he was like doing a performance.
He was like, put your hand in the air if you not.
He was like, put your lighters up. Yeah, you ain't.
And you don't think it was that bad?
What was so bad about it?
I think he said something that was like really bad.
He said, put your lighters in the air if you don't have AIDS.
Yeah, he said if you ain't in the car sucking dick and doing that kind of stuff.
Now wait a second. Now let's
he
see them things out.
He probably said he was gonna kill some people too, but
no, he didn't.
It don't matter.
He didn't say he was gonna kill nobody. He's pretty much was just saying like.
What was the big headlining event that he lost out on? Like shortly after that.
Oh, it was like everybody.
Was it South by Southwest?
Yeah, but because everybody was just like, oh. He offended that community.
That's what I'm saying. Today, that wouldn't be as a big deal as it was.
No,
I don't know. They probably would have locked him up if he said it today.
Nah.
People don't care about that stuff as much as they did.
I'm gonna say this: Trump lit right now. They ain't gonna lit. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, free Tory, vote Trump.
I agree with the Tory thing.
Yeah,
because I mean,
you still gonna vote for Kamala?
I'm not.
Put me on the spot like that.
Part 2, ladies and gentlemen. And why are you voting for Kamala?
There's so much stuff that comes out. It's like, what do you do at this point? You just got to let it ride out.
What's your thoughts on having Meg out there twerking? What's your thoughts on that?
I think that was terrible. I'm not a fan of Meg because of Tory though.
That
was for me.
Spoon fed to
I'm
you,
good.
to people like you,
bro. I got beef with Dr. Umar.
That's what I meant to ask you earlier when we first started out when you was talking about what you look for in a woman, and I was like, "Do you know who Dr. Umar is?" And
so Dr. Umar know who I was because we were supposed to do Dr. Umar wanted to do an intervention. An intervention for me.
Okay.
Tell
us.
So what happened was it was like when Act did his live show, And it was so funny. So shout out my boy Enzo Kubrick and my boy Dollar. We was at Airbnb. They didn't come with. We went somewhere. So we went to go film the podcast with AD. No, we went to the show. So I left before them. So downstairs we in Newark, Jersey, and they had like a Pan-African event. And they saw Dr. Umar. And they took a picture with him, talked to him, and they told him who I was. And he like, oh yeah, act, and stuff like that. Yeah, so our brother need help.
Brother, you need help. Brother, you need help. Brother,
yeah, that was hilarious. So we ended up filming the episode where it was AD was around too. So AD from No Jumper. So we was like, we was just like, yeah, man, I'm down to do it, whatever. Cause it was like,
oh my God, I've seen you before.
But I was telling him like straight up, like, you can't talk trash because like, bro, your school ain't built.
Yeah, when is he gonna get the school built? And he been getting money.
It's a problem with the piping. They gotta fix that.
How long you been hearing that?
Yo, but piping takes a long time, bro. It's a lot of copper involved. Don't worry about it. He's gonna get it built.
Man, how
I've seen you before.
Yeah, now, you know what? Now that you said, is it? What do you got now? Just plaits or?
Yeah, it's got like little plaits.
Now that I see this, I always see you now.
I changed my hair up.
That's
so
the
funny.
goatee was more like distinguished. Okay, so yeah, all right, yeah, I've seen you before.
Yeah, I lost a little bit of weight since then too.
Hey, that's always
Look
a plus,
at you.
man.
Oh yeah, we're doing
That's
a
always
weight
a
loss
plus.
competition.
Oh yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I lost some weight because of this white woman.
Don't do it.
You mean she got you in the gym?
No, it was her cooking.
Yeah, nah.
That's a good joke.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I took a part of Ozempic Boys summer too.
No.
How'd they work for you?
It like takes your appetite away, bro.
It does what it needs to do, but after you get off of it, you see, what's the name, right? Buster, yeah.
Busta Rhymes?
Buster Rhymes lost like 70 or 80 pounds, and then like 2 months after that, he blew right back up.
I thought it was like 2 weeks.
No. But the thing about it is, it's just like you just can't like once you can't eat, you just can't go back eating the same stuff again. So like the way I'm doing is like I might do it for like a month and take off whatever, but it still got like my portion control.
Why don't you stay consistent with it?
I ain't trying to get all the bad effects like everybody else gets.
Yeah, people.
So
You can't.
What
live
are
off
some of the
Ozempic.
side effects of it?
People just be talking about like liver failure and stuff like that. So like for me, I like do it like every other month. That's how I'm doing it. But it's kind of like I've been eating healthy. Like I've been like I'll eat some fast food every once in a while, but I'm not gonna be drinking sodas. Definitely eating salads. Like something like this. I ate like 2 little turkey sandwiches a day, and if I eat something, it might
2
be
little ones. What's little for you?
All right, I put 2 slices of like the thin cut like turkey meat, whatever. Like the
Oscar Mayer.
The sandwich meat. The
little sandwich meat, like ole
Like the
land
Hillshire Farms, like
Like,
they come
yeah,
prepackaged.
yeah.
Okay,
So you know how
just
thin
2 pieces.
I put 2 pieces of chicken, turkey on there
That's
with
really
a slice
small.
of cheese,
All right,
What kind of
else?
bread did you
Hold on.
use?
What else?
and that's it.
kind of
Mayo
bread
and
did you
mayo.
2 slices.
Yeah, 2 slices, a
You're a
slice
big
of
guy.
cheese.
No tomato, no lettuce.
No, none of that.
What type of bread did you use?
I use like some white bread.
Of course you did.
I'm cheap, bro. I go to I shop at
Wheat's cheaper.
bro. No, bro.
But it
You
has to
gotta
be
get
white.
that brown bread, brother.
Nah,
Wheat bread is
if it
cheaper
ain't
than.
white, it ain't right.
Damn.
I'm talking about food.
Hey,
Here.
hey,
That brother need help.
ain't a pig's pussy clean. Ain't a pig's pussy pork.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
I just eat the bacon. I only eat the bacon.
I just need the back.
But
So I mean, if you're doing it for a month on and a month off, what do they say? 21 days forms a habit. You don't continue with that.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, so I
Like,
just
let's
don't
say
take
you
Ozempic.
don't take the okay.
Yeah, but I
you
still
keep the dietary.
keep up with like my same eating habits.
So what I was gonna
good.
say is, if you're eating the same thing and you get used to it, drinking Diet Coke or whatever, eventually you get used to that taste, right? And that
Well, I
portion.
don't. I'll be real with you. I don't even drink sodas like that, bro. Like
That's good, man.
I'm a type of person like yo. You come to my crib, bro. Like I be having like water. I got the little circle thing to change a little flavor of water. I just
Oh,
keep.
yeah.
I keep like 3
Oh, the
gallon.
soda stream.
We use the Kool-Aid
No,
packets.
no.
Oh,
It's
you
like
mean the little packs?
you know the little bottle. Like I think Mr. Beast been promoting it.
Yeah.
The little Kurt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know
Yeah, I got
some,
one of
yeah.
those. So
All
I do that. I
That's
just drink
up.
a lot of water, a lot of alkaline
That's
water or natural.
So
water.
I mean, where's let's get to the good stuff. Where's the junk come in? Like, where's the weight come from? There's got to be something.
Well,
other.
how long you been doing it? Before you just started though?
I'll be real with you. I started my little diet things. Like, was it right after Easter?
Yeah, so it's
Easter.
How much weight
Oh.
you lost then? Since
So before Easter, I was 420 right
Dang,
now.
my bad.
Right now, I'm at 370.
What was your playing weight?
I want to I still want to get down.
No, your playing weight.
I don't really got playing weight. I'm just trying to.
No, your playing weight when you was in college.
Oh, like 380.
Oh,
But that was a lot of muscle though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, 30 years old, you're not gonna.
Football shape. That's good though.
Yeah, but at the same time too, like I was never like a sloppy fat dude. Like
That's what I'm saying,
even
like-
on there, like I was like big or whatever. But like I said, I don't have like I'm not like out here like hey, Flacco, I love you, but I ain't out here got no like legs and ankles like Flacco and like BBL thighs and stuff like a lot of
300 pounds at 21 is different from 300 pounds.
And
at 30.
how tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
6'4" too. That you got to factor that in.
Yeah, so I'm just like I said.
You
I'm
ever
going-
get like a job as a
Bouncer.
bouncer or something?
Yeah, I used to bounce at SIP back in the day.
At what?
SIP,
It's a white. It's a white club.
bro. I'm gonna tell you, back in the day before COVID, it was SIP on Sunday, Union on Monday. It was lit.
I want to know. I want to know. Is this a preference for you?
You know what's crazy?
I'm serious. Is it a preference or is it something that you have against?
Nah. It's just that I was in a white boy frat in college too.
Then that
I mean,
makes
it's just
sense.
about your
That's it.
upbringing.
Yeah,
That's
but-
what you're around.
But at the same time too, man, if I meet a very dope chick, like she could be Hispanic, I love Middle Eastern women.
You still aren't saying
You
black.
have
though.
not. Said,
Yeah, I was gonna say he's still
I
saying
like
black
Asian
woman.
women. So like, hey, they got a dope little vibe.
Have you
Like,
ever
he's
dated
on
a
that
black
hill.
woman?
Yes,
He's on that
I
hill.
dated multiple black women.
How did those relationships go?
the women like to cheat?
All right. Hey, I mean, I just want to hear you because it has to be a reason behind it.
Yeah,
I've never dated a white woman. I don't plan on never doing it, but you know, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, man. My biggest thing right now is like,
Sell me on white women.
No, let's not. Do
nah,
that.
it's
Did
not
you
gonna
have chickens
sell.
growing up?
Huh?
Did you have chickens growing up?
So my grandma's sister used to live behind us. So I used before school. Me and my cousins had to take turns go feed the chickens before we went to school.
That's what I'm talking about.
Grandma raised you?
Yeah, I grew up like cropping tobacco, picking cotton, working in the garden, shelling peas.
Marion,
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Bro, I got arthritis in my hands from shelling peas so much as a
Yeah.
kid.
You don't know nothing about that shit.
I do know about that.
So
He
the
might.
car that you got now, did you ever consider getting is it called lifted? What's that goofy style when the
I'm talking about lifting
Oh,
trucks.
no,
Yeah.
you're talking about the South Carolina.
No, the
South Carolina
Yeah,
dip or the
yeah,
lean
yeah.
or
It's
something?
called lifted. You can squat it.
Squatted truck.
Yeah, squatted truck.
That's a terrible,
Carolina
terrible
Nah,
trend.
hey, go like.
And we look at that like it's real country. When you come up here and you drive
shout
from
out
Myrtle
to my
Beach or down
boy.
there,
Yo, I got a couple of homeboys that we be doing that, but
it's silly.
If I see him on the road, I call the cops. The Carolina squat. That's what it's called.
I don't
They
like
see
that
at Myrtle
North
Beach.
Carolina
yo,
has
why
to take
you
credit
got
for
so
that.
much hate?
No, I just don't like that people hear Carolina and they're like they associate North Carolina too. Like we don't do that. That's country.
I'm gonna say this.
See, you're like us.
There is a differentiation, but for the bigger picture, we got to take it. No Diddy, you got to take it. You know why? Because everybody who's not from around here, they lump us together. It ain't.
Right.
It's not the. It's not the North Carolina Panthers. It's the Carolina Panthers.
I noticed that all night that when you talk about the Carolinas, you always say the Carolinas.
Yeah.
But which is I get it, but we're from here, so it's like where you're from here, you differentiate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have to kind of do it like that for everybody to like.
For the people out
You're
there.
looking at a grand scheme, and I do
Yeah.
like that. I like that because you're right. If you're not from the Carolinas and you're from like somewhere else, you're looking at it like
That's North Carolina.
It's almost like your little brother. Like we talk junk about South Carolina sometimes, but if a New Yorker talks
Right,
about South
but I claim
Carolina,
the Gamecocks.
yeah, don't you
Exactly.
dare
Yeah.
say something. Like
Yeah.
that.
Exactly.
Okay, I get that.
If somebody from out
But
out
we
of
do
town talk
not
about
fuck
Duke,
with Myrtle Beach.
hey, that's home. Hey, that's home. Hey, I'm gonna be real with you. If it wasn't for Myrtle Beach, I don't think it would be a Wale intern if it wasn't for Myrtle Beach.
I feel you.
Bro,
We
we're-
lived in Myrtle
we're-
Beach.
we're from
We
Myrtle
just it's an ongoing joke, man. We play around.
we are from
bad
Myrtle Beach.
now.
I get it. I
We
would
don't
live
hate
in
their
Myrtle
fucking
Beach.
guts.
All of our families from Myrtle Beach. I would live there.
Yeah.
Now
It's bro,
We still got a lot
you
of
know that
houses
Myrtle
from Myrtle.
I
Beach
wouldn't
is the
live there
number
now.
one city in the United States that everybody's moving to right now. I was
Really?
on.
they
Yeah,
need to gentrify Myrtle Beach.
yeah
Honestly,
bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Imagine.
it'll be.
But
big.
you see the ads and everything, and it's like visit South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, and everything. Come down here and do
They
this.
do the same thing with
and they
Asheville.
show the boardwalk.
They talk about
And
the
they show the
Biltmore.
Biltmore, yeah. And then once you get there, it's like,
like,
wait
oh,
a
step in
minute.
There's nothing but crackheads down here.
as soon as you
It
step on the
is.
beach, you get a syringe in your
I've
big
never
toe.
seen Blackwater before.
Hey, I'm gonna get. So I was talking to my one boy. I definitely want to link y'all together. His name, we call him Mo. So it's like he a big TikToker. He almost had 1 million on TikTok.
Mo?
Yeah.
What's his real name?
His real name is Morris. They go by Mo.
Maurice?
No. His TikTok is on SIRROMKEEP.
Oh, it's Morris backwards.
IT100.
You put that together.
Yeah, he put that together. So yeah, he lit on TikTok. He from Myrtle Beach. So like me, he was talking. He was like he was going somewhere. He was like, I'm on Highway 90. If you from Myrtle, you know what I'm talking.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, bro, that was nothing on 90 and 9, but nothing but trees. It was like, bro, they building up so many condos down there.
Oh, word.
So yeah,
I would live. I would live in Myrtle Beach.
They used to have the south of the border signs all over.
That's in Dillon, man. Shout out to Dillon, bro. Another person out of Dillon who's lit right now is SOB Cam. Jim Jones signed him. He from Dillon.
Oh, shit.
He got a record with Trap Dickie too. So yeah,
I gotta.
Oh,
look
I had a
into,
question.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I gotta look into all these artists you're bringing up because
Yeah, we gotta write them down.
yeah, SK Grizzly. He from Fayetteville. He lit.
Don't throw too many out there.
No, because I already forgot. What was the other guy? Jalen.
I know one
Santos,
was Santor. Yeah, that's. the
And
one I
shout out to
remember.
my boy. Shout out to Big Carolina 252.
Speaking of which,
That's my bro.
Do you really have beef with Brick Baby? Is that real?
Oh yeah,
Seriously?
bro. I'm like this. I done said it so many times. I am not Kyrie. I am not scared of nobody from no jumper.
He said he's gonna knock your teeth out.
Hey, that boy said you said in the I saw your comment. You was like, Big Carolina, I know what I'm talking about. Big Carolina. I was like, no, I don't. He said, speak for yourself.
nah, Big Carolina's like he want to keep the peace and everything, and he don't want to bring that to the Carolinas. I respect that, but it's like this no jumper academy beef / we don't got beef, but we do got beef, and I'm standing on mine. I was like, yeah, like
How'd it start?
Because he was talking about Carolina, right?
no, he was banning people from the Carolinas, and you ain't tied in. Then you created a situation for Big Carolina where people threatening him because it made it seem like you had eyes on Young and Ace the whole time, but it wasn't true. He just likes the waffle. He's a big yapper.
I heard him say something about like I'm not gang affiliated. People keep thinking I'm gang affiliated.
Bro, Brick Bay the only gay Crip I know.
Is he gay?
That's what I was told. He the only gay Crip I know. I ain't never known a Crip to be gay.
Wait. Are y'all talking about the guy? He be like, yo, I'm from the West Side. You already know.
Yeah.
Is that who is with the tattoos?
Yeah. Hey, all I gotta say is, bro,
Bring up Brick Baby.
Bro, Brick Baby the type of dude that, yo, when he was in the county, they put a honey bun on his bed, he ate the honey bun.
Yo, even I know
I'm
you
glad.
ate the
See,
honey
I
bun.
don't want to ever go to prison.
But
man.
listen,
I don't know the rules.
You want if it's
honey bun.
somebody left this in here.
Y'all know me. If I saw honey bun, I'm gonna eat it and not even think about it.
It's gonna be a whole Big Baby gonna be on. He gonna be on you at night. You're like, whoa.
Oh shoot!
Hey, yo, Crip, you took. Yeah, that's him. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He gay for real.
Man, he the only gay Crip I ever know, man.
He do got a little list.
That's why he tried to ban everybody because the baby was making fun of him.
Crazy.
Man, I was hitting AD up. AD's like, nah. AD said, man, that's out of my department, man. You gotta let Flacco and Ramo take care of that. That's out of my department.
Oh, by the way, Salty Santana.
Saucy Santana?
Yeah, what was that all about? With the
I'm scared of that nigga.
I was thinking in my head, I'm like, wait a second. Maybe we shouldn't say nothing about
ain't gonna lie.
Saucy.
Ain't gonna lie.
He get around like he knows.
Ain't gonna lie.
He popping up.
I ain't want no beef because I ain't gonna fight. Hey, I ain't gonna. I'm about to shoot him. He done got shot in the ass before already.
yo, he had act crying.
Oh, I forgot about
He was like,
that.
I don't want no problems with that
Forgot
community.
about that.
I ain't want no beef with him, bro. He got it. Like, yo, there's a couple people, you got it.
The people.
Oh yeah, I'm an anime nerd.
Cool. I kind of got that sense, but some of the other things that you were saying was like, maybe he's this way or that way. But so I was saying a lightning round. So let's see.
Do you remember what happened?
What did
No,
happen?
this is just random stuff.
No, I was talking about the Comic-Con.
Actually,
well, go
the
ahead,
text
go
you
ahead.
sent.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They were running like a ring to sex traffic kids, and they actually released some of the people. One was like a 16-year-old girl, and they arrested like 10 people in the ring.
Oh wow, that's sick. I don't I ain't into all that. Like, I don't like that kind of stuff. I feel like it's wrong. You shouldn't like put children in that. And I just a lot of times too, I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like the government be behind it because you know why? We were supposed to have that Epstein list months ago.
Yeah.
It still ain't came out.
Oh, do they have it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it went when
I
he
forgot
died.
all
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, they had it day one. Like they knew about it. It's just releasing to the public.
They're not gonna
'cause
release it now. They're gonna wait till
there's so many names on there.
I don't think Trump's on it because it seems like
not.
they're trying to get Trump out of there.
I'm gonna say that if Trump name was on there, it would have been
already got him
out.
out there to get him out because that would get him out. But people are still saying he's on the list, but they don't know that.
Nah, it's just like I'm gonna say this too about Trump though. How I feel about it. Every time in history when somebody demonizes a person for no reason and it's not off of like fat merit for no reason to like it's off of assumption and off of fake stuff. Usually when you demonize that person and you win by demonizing them, something bad usually happens after that.
To that person?
No, to the world or to the whole group, to the nation.
So you think he's completely innocent and everything that they've said about him, all the major bad stuff that they said? Not a
Like,
racist
because
bone in
think
his
about
body?
it. Trump, like everybody made this whole thing about Trump being racist, but it was like whenever he became president, all of a sudden he's racist. The Democratic Party pushed that narrative, but before then, Trump always would be with the black community.
I will say that is kind of weird because what I look at was like, for example, when Kamala was debating Joe Biden, one of the first things she said was like how racist he was. And if you look back, Joe Biden used to call us N-words and everything.
Yeah.
But there's never any videos of Trump acting that way or saying it. He actually hired a bunch of black people.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not
Wait
saying
a second. Wait a second. That's like if you were to become like super big time and everything. No one's talking about it now because you're not in the limelight. But there's somebody who you've encountered at some point, and they're holding some type of dirt on you. So once you get big like that, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I remember this. I remember this nigga did something crazy or something."
So what's your point? Did you hear what Control just said?
Huh?
Did you hear what Control just said?
Yeah.
my whole point was just that, like, not saying that Trump didn't do anything crazy. I'm just saying, like, it became a big problem as soon as he declared he was going to run for president. But as soon as we talk about, like, Biden, he said and did racist stuff, but nobody ever talks about that anymore. It's like,
You know why he got the Obama shield?
He did everything Trump did. Biden did everything Trump did.
He did it on camera.
Right. And it's recorded. The one thing that they got with Trump is when he was he wouldn't let people stay in his upper Manhattan states, in his buildings. But was that really a racist thing? Think about it. Say you own one of the buildings in there, like literally, you own one of the buildings, and it was a bunch of people. It is HOA. It is a bunch of people that you don't want there. Not because of the color of the skin, but it's
tax bracket.
They gonna be in there cooking like all type of nasty foods. Kids
But why
run
don't
up
you
down the
want him in
hallway.
there?
I just gave you the examples.
You don't know what their living condition or anything prior to that.
But you can kind of tell.
See, now when you start judging people based off, your prejudices or your preconceived notions, that's when it kind of goes into, you're labeling them as a certain thing.
Okay, well, let me explain.
You can't, as a tenant or, okay, go ahead.
So where you stay at, if you see some people move into the neighborhood, you don't know anything about them. All you see is their appearance, maybe the car they drive, the clothes they're wearing. You're going to say, well, there goes the neighborhood.
No, I typically don't judge people based off their appearance.
I do.
I do too, man.
I mean, everyone's different.
And you're lying because we rode over here and you judged every person on the street.
The only thing I talk about, I said this person can't drive. I can't see in their car. So I said, hey, they didn't signal 6 times. You didn't hear me say nothing, no racist slurs or anything.
Okay, as soon as we got in the car, before we got to the first stop sign, there was a dog hanging out the window. Am I lying?
And what I said that's
you said, I bet
dangerous.
that's a black woman.
No, Carol, hey, you know you said that. You know you said that.
I agree
All
with
I said
you.
was it was dangerous. I said, why would they have their dog out there? I would never have my dog mess
You
up my
said that
interior.
was ignorant. That's the type of person.
Hey, some people let dogs lick them in the mouth. What's the problem?
And then some people kiss those people.
Yeah.
But did that not happen? We judge people. It's fine. We judge.
I'm not running for president.
I just think that we shouldn't demonize person, and then definitely, I hate propaganda, and I see through propaganda. And that's the biggest thing.
I just wish that more people could see through propaganda. And I'm not saying
It's crazy that
I'm
they
not saying
can't.
like Republicans are right and Democrats are wrong, or Democrats are right and Republicans. I'm saying like they're all scheming and doing certain things, but everybody looks at one party and not the other and think, oh, this one is completely right, this one is completely wrong. It's like, How do you not see through it?
Maybe it's just the algorithm, and you're only looking at one side. But really, if you had been looking for the other thing, you would be seeing.
Oh yeah, I get both of the algorithm because one, I get both because one, I actually have a lot of like conservative views. Then of course I'm black. They're gonna try to shove liberal.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. Like what's crazy? They're paying like people on TikTok to support Kamala Harris and make TikToks about it. They give you $150.
Yeah. Do you know that guy Harry on TikTok?
No, how you know
I know
that's
that
true?
guy.
Huh?
How you know if that's true?
They admitted it. Then plus I had like something.
Yeah.
Who admitted it? Like TikTok?
Wasn't there?
No, the campaign.
That was on Joe Rogan.
campaign.
The last guy who was on Joe Rogan was talking about it too.
Yeah, then plus my homie that like I was talking about earlier, he was talking about like he got like almost 1 million followers, and so you get him to say something about it, and he got a big platform. Yeah, why not?
It's all propaganda.
Yeah.
And see, the thing that scares me is I never took you for a person who couldn't see through it.
No, I'm not saying I don't believe it. I'm just saying, how did he find that out? Because every time I say something, you're like, well, how did you find out? And I'm like, well, I saw it on the video. He's like, what makes you believe
No,
the
well, I
internet
saw
or
it
whatever?
because like I actually seen like the email threads from.
Yeah, there's So
It's
here's
not
the thing
hidden.
where
It's not a
Harry,
secret.
there's a guy on TikTok named Harry.
I know him.
And he, maybe it was him. I know he's one of them, but maybe it was him. But there was someone where they were putting a bunch of TikToks and stuff supporting. I think it was either Biden or Kamala at the time. It was
Biden.
And they didn't realize that when you have a campaign and you pay someone to do something in your favor, those text messages have to be released. So you can go and look at the text message between them saying that we're going to pay you to do this and do that, and you have to say this and say that. And so there's a lot of people on social media who are promoting either Republican or Democratic, and they're getting paid for it, and it's pretty much open, like a public record. Mm-hmm. And people don't do their due diligence to go, like, if you're following somebody, you be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna vote for Trump. Oh yeah, I'm gonna vote for Kamala. You don't do your due diligence and be like, are they getting paid? You just kind of feel like, oh yeah, this is my guy, and I know that he's going to say the right thing. Mm-hmm. And so I know like there's a guy named Harry on TikTok who's always saying a bunch of stuff about
no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what, he's always saying something bad about Trump and saying something good about Joe Biden or Kamala.
The joke is now it's like, oh, Trump got assassinated, and then it's like, I wonder how Harry's going to turn this and make it seem like it's his fault or something like that.
Yeah.
It's sad, man. It's sad. I'm not on either side. I have conservative ideas. I believe that if you want to speak politics, you have to ask some specific questions. Like, what are your morals? How do you feel on that? Because you could ask me, how do I feel about abortion? I'm pro-life. It's a very liberal stance, but also
you mean pro-choice?
Yeah, pro-choice. I'm pro-choice, and then, but also I'm all for my Second Amendment as well.
I'm like, I agree with him.
At the end of the day, it's what suits you, because you can have a Republican that has some type of bill or something that's going to be set forth to where it may help seniors and their disability or something, and you may have a grandmother who is only living off that fixed income. So it's like, this is what affects me the most. Once you start throwing all the extra stuff in there, whether someone is
but you have to be granular about it, though, because just because they say, oh well, we're gonna do that, but you have to look at what's gonna
you have to do your research.
And I think a lot of people just don't, and they feel like they can just speak politics, and everyone thinks that they're so smart now because they get all the information like spoon fed to them. But it's like, if you're not actually doing when people say vote blue no matter who, the reason I have an issue with that is because if you just vote blue all the way down, you don't know what this person's doing or what that person's doing, and this is local stuff.
Yeah.
Well, also, like, you think about policies. Like, you may say, like, let's say, like, Kamala, she said, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this. Cool, she might do those 3 things that you like, but then there's 15 other things that you don't realize she's going to do that you don't.
And
like.
a lot of times those policies are written in with those stipulations, like, okay, we'll give you this, but you also have to do this for us.
Yeah, it's called riders on the bill.
And that's kind of why I don't judge people too harshly when they tell me who they're voting for, because you may like certain things that Kamala has that you think is great for your family and the country, and you're going to vote for her for that. But then there's a lot of things that you may think is bad, but you have to be like, well, I know I have to take the good with the bad. Same thing if you're voting for Trump. There might be this good stuff, but there might be this bad stuff. But I'm going to take the good with the bad.
The problem is people think that it's team red versus team blue, and it's like, you're not thinking about yourself, though. I mean, or you're not thinking about the greater good for the people. And this isn't basketball. This isn't football. Like, you don't just pick a team. Like, I'm not a Republican. I would never say I'm a Republican. I always tell people I have conservative views. I also have leftist views. But it's like, when I see Trump say, oh, well, the first thing I'm going to look into my second day in office is going to be cryptocurrency. If that's something that I'm invested in, and then when I look at Kamala and she doesn't say anything about it, It's like, oh, well, there's a thumbs up. I don't want anyone to come and say, oh, well, he's racist. The fuck they got to do with me? My boss is racist. The guy I work with is racist. You pass 1,000 racists driving down the street, but who's going to put money in my pocket?
Facts.
And those same people probably go to work and work for a racist boss, but they don't never call him out because he probably putting money in their pocket too. They sign the checks. They work for a racist company. Google is the most racist company in the world. And then they hate Elon because he says he openly endorses Trump. But at the same time, when he has open source technology and he's giving it out to the people, but Google's like, nah, we're going to charge you for it and we're going to have it closed source. And people work for Google and it's like, but you know they hate you, right? They don't care about you. Oh, but Trump is racist. Yeah, okay. A lot of white people are racist. It's just, and it's a shame in the black community if you say that if you even say anything that's even close to being conservative, it's like, oh, you ain't black. Yeah. Excuse me? Because I don't like Megan Thee Stallion twerking. I'll watch her videos in the dark, but I don't want her standing behind my future president.
Bro, that was the most ghetto shit ever, bro. All I gotta say, if that was Obama back in the day would have did some shit like that would have been my God. Like, Obama had to be squeaky clean to get what he had to do. Obama would have did some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's like
the pandering is crazy.
It's disrespectful. It's a spit.
They had Meg and somebody, right? Who was that?
Quavo out there.
Quavo.
But
and she even quoted Quavo, didn't she?
Yeah.
Like a target.
Man, I feel like this. Quavo, bro, they pay Quavo. I feel like they definitely pay Quavo. I love Quavo to death. Quavo just out here just trying to keep everything together since Takeoff gone. He like really by himself.
Yeah, because what's the name not hanging with him anymore, right?
Yeah, you know the craziest thing I thought, talking about Amigos, how Cardi B announced that she was getting divorced, then like maybe an hour later says that, oh, I'm pregnant. I thought that was like the most craziest shit in the world.
Man, I didn't know it was that close.
It's like within an hour.
Wait, hold on. You got Quavo, Takeoff, Offset. So Offset, they not cool no more?
So no, they been not cool. They broke up back when before Takeoff died.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if y'all know the stories about how, like, during the funeral, like, how certain people couldn't, like, they kind of made it weird for, like, people to come up during, like, the ceremony. Then I think they did, like, a remembrance about the reward show. They kind of did Offset kind of weird. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's been a whole thing right there since he kind of left that whole little thing with them.
Why did they break up? Because they dropped the album, too, after he left, right? Called, like, Uncle and Neph, yeah.
Honestly, what I've been hearing from it was just like family thing. It was like family issues. Like
it's crazy.
Yeah, it was maybe to the point. Yeah, then it was kind of to the point where they could have survived because it's kind of like he had Cardi B, but at the same time too, Cardi B scared to drop music. Cardi B is scared to drop music, and nobody don't want to talk about that.
Why is she scared?
You dropped one of the greatest women albums of all time, did crazy numbers, and that was your first album. She's scared to drop again. You know why? Because we don't have the mixtape era no more to see how the streets feeling about you. So if she drops something, and a lot of her singles been flopping, she gonna look bad. Gonna be like, dang, Cardi B fell off.
And she has a lot of personality issues too.
Yeah,
like she's very subconscious about it.
So she gonna have to demonize the fuck out of Offset to sell some records
and make some music about it.
And make all the women be like, men ain't shit. And get on that hate train.
Gosh, I can't stand that, man. That whole man.
But she's gonna have to do that. She's gonna have to do that to sell some records, and it's gonna be at Offset.
You know what's terrible about that though is that stuff tears apart our culture too. When people like, even you just feed into it, and then you get people like us. Like, for example, I saw somebody ask this question earlier. You have a daughter, right? What female rapper do you feel you would allow your daughter to listen to growing up?
Rhapsody.
You see what I'm saying?
That's my choice.
It's not any of the biggest ones.
I'm gonna say this. I understand the culture, but at the same time, you gotta understand, like, shoot, when she around her friends, and that's what they friends is to, she's gonna be around it anyway. I'm gonna be like this. So when my daughter gets like the high school and that middle school age, you ain't gonna be able to control that no more.
No, I'm talking about like
young child.
Yeah, like 8, 10 years old.
Be
You
honest
said
with
8 or 10?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Oh
when
yeah,
you start
she like
listening-
18. Be real with you,
oldies.
she probably listened to what I'm listening to,
Yeah.
How
or
old is she?
anything. I don't have no kids.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? If I had, I probably have to listen. Like I'm gonna make sure she on some like.
But she listening to WAP at 10 years old for you?
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But
She gonna listen to what I like.
But
So
at the same
oldies.
time too, if a record comes out like WAP that just was this massive hit that you can't escape.
I'm not
you
saying
can-
she's not gonna hear it. I'm
Yeah.
saying, what are you giving? Like, if when I'm riding on a road trip with my son, we're listening to J. Cole. We're listening to some.
Oh yeah, she'll listen when I'm listening, but I'm not listening to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna listen to some St. John and Wale.
So the point he's trying to make is there's no female J. Cole that you can say, hey, you should, strive to be like this.
I'm gonna say this though. I don't want my daughter to be like no rapper, no entertainer off real. I want her to be herself and she
Fair.
But if I'm listening, if I had a kid and she ride it with me, if I'm listening to female rap, I ain't gonna lie, like I probably listen to like some Anicia, Caribou, but
Caribou.
so I'll probably put some of that on.
You remember that video I sent you today on TikTok with the Asian chick? Did you watch
I
that?
don't know if I saw it yet.
So it was this Asian chick and she was spitting. And everybody in the comments was like, you notice how she's wearing all of her clothes, how she's not degrading her own people, how she's not talking about doing sexual stuff on there. And it's like, damn, you're right.
And yeah, because I was thinking about like even
But
Doja Cat. I actually like Doja Cat.
I like Doja
music.
Cat when she first came out.
Yeah.
But what she turned into, she like Bitch I'm a Cow and a couple of songs was cool. Then she kind of came out like I don't know, got like look anorexic, start looking like Roger off of American Dad.
I like the album that
Love
not
American
the last
Dad.
album, but the one before that. But even when I listen to the lyrics, I'm like, I don't know if I'm playing this around my son though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm wondering like what artists can we give that attention to, female artists that we will let our little daughters
like
listen to
Doja
our
Cat?
kids and stuff.
Sexual, from a sexual standpoint? Because she strikes me
You
as like
don't
a
know what
white.
she is.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, she's like one of those women that man once they like lost weight, man, they just kind of like became less attractive. Like
Where did her eyebrows go?
yeah,
Somebody pushed them off.
bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, like.
Oh, God.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Ice Spice, like
Ice
don't-
Spice lost her butt. Did you know that?
Yeah, she don't look as
what was
good.
that?
She lost her. She got skinny.
You seen her new album cover?
Yeah,
No. What happened?
she got skinny. She lost that weight. Everybody want to be skinny. Everybody want to be slim like him.
is
and
it
I don't
everything.
Ozempic?
like that, man. Like who?
I like. I ain't gonna lie. I do like petite women, but it was just like that was her.
What do you think about Lizzo?
Shut up. She make good music.
Shut up.
But how much do you hate her?
I don't hate Lizzo. Like I'm gonna say this: when it comes to the art of
wow.
music,
I didn't know she was shaped like that before.
Me neither.
yeah, no. Like Ice Spice was thick. Now that's why people liked her.
I
But
didn't know.
Lizzo like play instruments. Like she really into like the musical art.
I think he's talking about as a person.
Be real with you. I
all we want.
don't know like what I've seen out of her because I'm not invested in her particularly. Her as a person, I don't think I know. Like I'm thinking white people says like I know a lot of white women be like Lizzo's like my spirit animal because she's like a big
Elephant.
woman with a lot of confidence. And I guess like white people love that.
Who's
And
that?
That's all I think about Lizzo.
Tim's.
Never heard of her.
Oh,
You
Tim's
have
got some
heard
heat.
of her.
Tim's got
You have heard of her.
You know the song "Wait for You" by Drake and Future?
Yeah.
That's Tim's.
I don't. How does it go? I don't think I heard it.
Wait for it. So it's the last Drake and Future song.
She has another song that's more popular. I just can't think of what it is.
Mm.
I'm thinking of the Lemonade. I can't think of it. It's another song though. It's like bigger than Wait for You though.
She's cute.
But
Free Mind.
yeah, Fremont is dope.
All right. Well,
There was something else I wanted to say.
Say that, Joe.
Damn, what was it?
Were you
was
holding
asking
it the
about
whole time?
scene- no. You were talking about the scene, if you was the first person to think of it or something like that.
I mean, that was off camera, but I got that answer. It was something else. Oh, while you was talking about the Migos, Ak and the Migos, the left off Bad and Bougie thing. Did he really? Was he not able to hear him?
No. Like,
Yeah, it was loud.
like Act talks about it, or whatever. It was loud. You on a red carpet. So picture like you had like an event, bunch of people talking.
They were pretty far too. It was like from here to that door. I'm trying to talk to him over there, and it's a lot of
Yeah,
people.
and then you got little mics on and stuff too.
That was funny though.
Because I forgot about it for a while, but then I'm like, dang, and that whole thing just happened. But were you there or were you?
No, I wasn't. Like I said, I wasn't even around during that time yet. That's what bus before.
He was also kind of like mumble talking too. You was out with Bad Bougie.
Nah.
Dang, was that Takeoff? I get them mixed up.
I do too.
I know
No,
Quavo.
Offset, because remember, Offset was locked up for a while. Was Offset got with Takeoff?
So he wasn't there?
Because he was locked up.
So he got left off Bad movie.
That's funny.
I think it was Takeoff got left off. I don't remember. I ain't listening
But
to
who
that
was he
song.
talking to? Like,
I can't tell them apart when they rap.
I can.
I know Quavo because Quavo's like the Beyonce. Not. I'm not. Gonna say
He
Beyonce.
looks
He's like the main one, but I get Offset and Takeoff mixed
Me
up.
too.
Takeoff was the more like melodic flow rapper, and Offset was the more rapper.
Which
Honestly-
one dances?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Honestly,
I don't think none of them really dance, but I think
No, one of them's a dancer. Like, he was a dancer.
The older
Offset.
one, the oldest one.
Offset.
The one who passed.
No, Offset the oldest.
the one that was with Cardi B.
uncle.
Yeah.
See, we don't
Okay,
know, man.
okay.
We don't know.
Offset.
I honestly can't even. Versace. That's the only song I can think of right now, top of my head from them.
Nah, I guess we got
Nah,
some
they got
good.
stir fry. Yeah, they got
stir
Yeah, I like
fry.
Sir.
White
You know
t-shirt.
what was that? Culture? I listened to one of them albums. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
Culture
really
was
like
lit.
that
Was
music,
like-
but I was
that was
bumping
lit.
that.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just you got to remember who you're talking to. I listen to what's on my phone and that's it.
You know what's crazy? You know what I mostly be listening to a lot? This is a lot of country.
Of course,
Yeah,
it's
you
not
said
crazy at
Tipsy
all.
Was,
Country
was
boy.
the song of the summer,
Yeah,
right?
you know, like, so I already know, I got to feel I know, like, you know, your Spotify does your end of year list.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Oak Treaty Revival is going to be like my number one artist.
Really?
Yeah.
And what's the dude's name? Boom.
Somebody do the same.
Shabubi.
Yeah, Shabubi.
Yeah, Shabubi. Yeah.
Bro, think about it. You know the reason why they accepting him so much in country right now? Because Dolly
safe.
Parton is his godmother.
Yeah. He's good too.
Oh, I didn't
though.
know that.
Yeah, so they're going to rock with him.
He's good.
Jelly
though.
Rolls.
I like
Is it
Jelly Roll.
his stepfather? Somebody? I forget the guy's name. I shouldn't even brought it up. But
What do you think about Old Town Road?
It was a dope record. Like, ain't gonna lie, Lil Nas X had his
Yeah.
that little first album, he did good. That Panini song was fire.
I tell
were
people
talking about
that despite what you may think, whatever your stance is on that whole thing,
I said that.
no. I've always said Lil Nas
Nas
X
X
has dropped bangers.
Yeah.
Like,
We've
got-
had this
if you
conversation
if you
before.
strip everything away and just look at the music,
Listen.
I mean, he ain't missed.
We've had this conversation before where Lil Nas X has a good, like, there's a song that I showed them one time. It's like, it was so good. And like the first 15 seconds, like, oh, this is nice. And then the next thing was like something about penis in my butt.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Ain't
Lizzo
gonna
was
lie.
the same way.
Huh?
Lizzo was the same way. She
I
makes good music.
don't know any of Lizzo's music.
Lizzo makes good music. It's like it's music that empowers women, but it's also like kind of makes you tap your feet. It's good music.
Yeah, like she made good like pop music.
Yeah.
Like another thing too is like a person like Lil Nas X, like whenever it's just his turn at the label to go for a run, he will drop and it's gonna be like, oh, he's back. So he's not in the rap lane. So I'm glad that he got out of it. He's not considered a rapper.
Killer Mike dropped the album today.
Another
Listen to
one?
Killer Mike. Yeah.
I'm good.
What?
What?
Florence,
I'm
South
one
Carolina.
of these. I'm one of these people that was like, Killer Mike shouldn't have won that Grammy, but shout out to him.
What?
You're 30.
Which is crazy.
Who should have won?
Don't say Travis.
No.
no, none of them. Who else was in the category?
Travis is the only person who really put an album
That
out
was the closest.
decent.
The
No,
only
wasn't like the Drake and 21 joint was on there.
Stop it.
I don't think that was in. Yeah, because that
It
wouldn't have been
was.
fair.
I forgot who was on there, but it was another album that I probably liked it better.
I want to say I remember looking at all the artists, and I remember the closest one was Travis Scott, and I listened to Travis Scott's album later.
What was that? Utopia? I mean, it's
I don't think it was. I think it was. It was the last one he did, but it wasn't. It was probably his worst album. Like it was Travis Scott's worst album.
I'm gonna say Birds in the Trap was his number one, and then Rodeo.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them just,
Birds and Trap was fire.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I like that Her Loss. And
But it was
yeah,
Utopia.
her loss. I ain't gonna lie.
What's the bottom left one?
King's Disease.
King's Disease.
That's not.
Nas.
Oh dang! But still,
Heroes and Villains.
That was dope. But it was like, but that's
like
a producer.
Metro. No, get out of here.
No,
Did you hear King's Disease? It
I
wasn't
did.
good.
I know, but yeah, okay.
I would have gave it to Drake in
I love
21.
Nas.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Drake in 21.
But did you listen to Michael?
Yeah.
Just a song with Lil Nudie. With Young
Well,
Nudie.
then
So
don't,
that's the
you
only
can't
one.
say that.
I like Nudie. Nudie that guy.
Listen to the whole album.
Every album, every song on that was like, you could tell it took time for them to make it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I just look at Killer Mike as an old head. I do like
He is
him.
But
old
you're
head.
an old head.
I ain't
We not on here talking to a 21-year-old, bro.
But
you
nah.
listen to what we listen to.
Nah, I don't.
You're from the South. You didn't listen to Dungeon Family?
No.
You
Yeah,
didn't
what do you
listen
think
to
about
Outkast?
I was an outcast.
Anthony.
You didn't listen to The Whole World?
The whole.
Yeah.
That's
Killer
about it.
Mike. You didn't play Madden 2004.
Yeah.
You didn't listen to Run the Jewels?
That ain't my cup of tea, but I remember when it first came out, it was kind of dope.
What's your top 5?
Yeah,
All
that's a good
time or
question.
currently right now?
Everyone's top
just
5
say
is the
top 5
same.
all time, because if you say currently right now, we're not going to know the people.
All right. Wale.
Is this in a
All
particular
time?
order?
This is all
Don't,
time,
don't,
right?
All time.
don't do order. Don't do
I'm
order.
not gonna do
Yeah,
no. Wale.
Do 10 then. You can do 10 quick.
Pop. Tupac.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
St. John. Dom Kennedy. Andre 3000. Who else? Ross. Sci-Hi the Prince. Cole. Drake. And I ain't gonna lie, Rob Wade.
Ah, he didn't say Kendrick.
He didn't say
I'm a
Eminem.
Kendrick
So
hater.
okay, so we didn't. Let's see who I think could have been mentioned that you failed to mention. You didn't. You said Pop,
Eminem
but you didn't
first.
say Biggie.
Yeah, you gotta say M.
You didn't say Biggie.
I hate Eminem.
What?
Okay.
All right,
What?
so you didn't say Biggie. You didn't say
Oh.
Eminem. You didn't say Jay-Z. You said
I'm from the
Sci-Hi.
South. I'm from the South. I'll put Boosie before Jay-Z.
I don't see how you can say you from.
Yeah,
the,
first of all, you didn't say the best rapper alive, which was
you didn't,
weird.
You didn't say Wayne.
Oh dang, I did forget about Wayne. I would put Wayne in there. I would put Wayne in there. I forgot.
Yo,
about
how you
Wayne.
feel about Biggie?
He cool, but I just think his music sound dated to me.
You didn't say Biggie, Nas.
It's weird that you use the word dated, but you're our age.
Like how old are you?
I'm 35.
You older than me.
By 5 years.
How old are you?
33.
You older than me.
34.
Yeah, how older?
But I mean, we all.
Yo,
we all
you're a millennial though.
yeah,
Like
So
when
who
I
did
was
you
a
grow up
senior.
listening to?
When I was a senior, you was a junior.
yeah. You know what I grew up listening to? Y'all gonna laugh. Like My Chemical Romance, Paramore.
It's all about location. That's what. It
Yeah,
breaks down to.
listen to Keith Whitley.
I don't even know who.
What do you
Keith
mean
Whitley is.
location? He's listening to Paramore in fucking South
I
Carolina.
know, but he was
I
with a
went
bunch
to
of
private
white
school.
people.
I went to private school.
Private school, a bunch of white people, South Carolina, in the sticks.
Yeah,
Only dates white women, votes for Trump. Like he's.
But no Eminem though.
I don't like him.
What's the deal with Eminem?
Cause white people love to dick suck that nigga. I hate that shit. Nigga
That's
ain't that
crazy.
fire.
I don't even know any white people who talk about it.
Bruh, I grew up around so many white people that love Eminem. I hated it.
Oh, because you went to school with a bunch of white people, so all they knew when they talk about rap was Eminem.
Yeah,
I can see that.
So I hate him. Like, yeah, that's a dude corny, bro.
So you never listened to him.
Yeah, and Eminem the main reason why I don't like lyrical
Corny?
miracle tools.
What? Dude, M is nice. Like, I consider him the best.
But
Like,
you
some
like-
people
you
say
like-
Wayne is best, but
You like
still.
Nicki Fax, Sci-Hi, Lupe.
Yeah,
You like any of Slaughterhouse?
yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna say this. My favorite white rapper is Hoodie Allen.
Never even heard of him.
Me neither.
Hoodie Allen goated.
That's a dope name though. I mean, for a white rapper,
Yeah,
Woody Allen.
Hoodie Allen, yo, Hoodie Allen, my dude.
How long he been rapping?
Lil White?
Nah, he had no interruption. No interruptions was lit back when we was in college.
Is that an album?
No, that's
so
a
weird.
song. Song. He had a song, no interruption.
Did you like Asher Roth?
He was cool. That was a dope
We
little
were,
part.
we were listening to Ashley back then.
Nah, Hoodie Allen was that dude though.
Hoodie Allen does.
I
kinda
feel like
sound
you like
familiar.
Hobson or Logic.
I like old Logic. I like Logic. I don't like Hobson.
You said Low Logic?
You
Like
can learn.
old Logic.
Oh, yeah.
You
Like
can
Under
learn a lot
Pressure
about
was fire.
someone.
Oh,
Yeah, it was,
gosh,
yeah.
yeah.
I
Man,
think
that's
he
odd,
stopped around Tits or the Incredible True Story.
Yeah.
And then it started getting real corny and preachy.
Yeah. And then he dropped that one album that he kind of brought back, like what everybody liked it from him.
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, I think it was the one that he had like a crazy, like a bunch of like freestyles on there, and he had a Wale feature on there.
Like
that went
Bobby Tarantino.
I think it was that. It was one of
It
them.
may have been that one.
It was the one that was like the red cover album.
Yeah, that's
Bobby.
that was the last one he did. Yeah.
That was like the last one. All right, this is the Logic that I like. Then he went on. Yeah.
I said the same thing.
I was gonna do a lightning round to try and figure you out, or give you a
Nah,
little bit more
bro.
of your
Like I
personality.
said, this don't
do it,
gotta.
bro.
This don't
Okay.
gotta be the last time I'm
Xbox
up
or
here.
PlayStation.
Sony.
Keep going.
Okay, since you're Carolina.
Wait, what'd you say? This is gonna be
UNC
what?
It's not gonna be my last time coming up here.
It might be.
Duke or Tar Heels?
It don't.
Yeah, he's a Clemson fan. You can't ask him that.
I'm from South Carolina, but I say this. So I like Carolina because like Jalik Felt and then Raymond Felt went there. Those my cousins.
Cousins.
But at the
cousins, or
same
cousins?
time, Zion went to Duke and Zion from Marion. So I got I'm unbiased.
Okay, that's fine. Because
That's fair.
We're on the opposite sides of it, too. Keep going.
I gotta get some good ones. Snowfall or Breaking Bad?
What kind of question is that?
That's a good one. It's a drug show.
He's wearing a Breaking Bad shirt, isn't he?
I know, but
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie.
Like Snowfall.
I ain't gonna
Snowfall.
lie. Snowfall, man.
Snowfall is good,
hit
man.
different though.
Snowfall or The Wire?
Snowfall.
The Wire or Sopranos?
Sopranos.
Letitia Wright or Scarlett Johansson? That's Black Widow in Zuri.
Scarlett Johansson.
I got one for you. Regina Hall or Regina King?
Neither.
Jesus
What'd you
Christ.
expect?
You're right.
Bojangles or Popeyes?
Bojangles.
Sweet tea?
Cookout.
I will say this. But Popeye's mac and cheese. Bojangles need to step up their mac and cheese, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. How
Bojangles
Popeye?
has bad mac and cheese.
Yeah, like Chick-fil-A and Popeyes got way better mac and
Yeah.
cheese. Step your mac and cheese up, Bojangles.
Who got the best fries? All restaurants.
Bojangles.
That's a good
Good
one.
answer.
That's a good one.
Nikes or Adidas?
That's a good one.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Adidas because of Ye.
So you're a Ye fan?
Yeah,
Why did you add him to your list?
cause we talked about rap. I didn't put Drake on there either.
You did put Drake in there.
Oh.
Yeah, you.
Drake is your number 10.
Yeah.
The last one.
Yeah, but dang, I forgot about Ye. Cause like I don't know, like
Maybe we
yeah,
put you on a spot because you
Yeah,
said like
it
Little
probably-
St. James or something.
Oh, I love St. James. St. James, my guy.
Never
But
even
yeah,
heard of him.
Ye. Should be thinking about it right now. Yeah, Ye definitely top 5 all time.
Best album from Ye.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Dark Twisted Fantasy.
everyone says that.
Yeah.
Everyone
Fuck with
says
it.
Some people would go with like 808s and stuff. But you
808s
It's so
was
weird.
a
It's like
step.
I gotta read.
It's like,
on
I don't know
you.
if I like him or if I hate him.
It's like I gotta read on you. It's like something seem obvious, but then it's like you throw the curveball.
I like
you
it.
seem like a Twisted Dark
I
Fantasy
like
guy.
it.
Yeah,
because
nah.
it's you're not a monolith. I don't know. You just you don't go in a straight line with all the way your taste, your interests, what you do, and all that stuff.
And you don't care about it.
You
So I
provide
respect it.
variety within your personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect it.
I feel like the biggest thing, one thing I appreciate coming from a small town is you can't fake who you are.
Say it again.
You can't fake who you are. So I get ridiculed. People talk crazy about me, but they don't even know me. They all talk about assumptions about me, but it's to the point where like all the stuff I do, I post it on my Facebook, and people don't doctor. You can find my government, and I guarantee you, nobody from where I'm from be like Mike or Wale is not this, because one, I never try to be a gangster. I always act like I'm a country boy. I always like it says, it's always way more cooler than you be yourself. Then if people don't like it and they talk about it, they're gonna make you even more famous. That's how you got to look at it.
Yeah.
I
Like,
hate y'all. You know,
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
because this is what this stuff I say all the time. Y'all
tell-
treat me like I'm crazy
I'm gonna tell you
Because we
something.
know you.
because I'm like that.
No,
you're
I'm
not.
gonna tell you real
You
quick.
try to be like
All
that.
the celebrities,
You try too
all the
hard.
celebrities
Because you
niggas y'all
think
know,
that.
all the artists you know, like quote unquote we grew up watching, all them niggas was like weird. All them niggas was different.
For real.
Then now they got this platform. Now they own whatever. Then everybody try to mimic them, but these was the same dudes who was in like the drama, the same nerdy dudes or whatever. But now
People are always weird until they blow up, and then their weird becomes your culture.
exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
You do not know. You're trying to act like him. You're not cool. You're
This
not
is what I'm
cool.
talking about. I literally grew up in a small town that only had one stop sign. They've been there before. They drove
We
past
went to the same school. We grew up together.
they drove past the field. We used to pick peas and
Oh,
corn.
now you used to pick cotton too?
No, well, we picked peas and corn. And then I said, "Oh, I'm from a small town." No, you're not. You been where I'm from.
We grew up. He got his mom, his daddy, all his family. They had a nice, happy family. He would come out, play basketball every day. He had Xbox. He had Wi-Fi before everybody else. None of that stuff.
Hey,
is
I'm
true.
gonna tell you
Making
something.
all that up.
You could have a family, have all that kind of stuff too, and still have trauma. Sure, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of the people I know that grew up with people with a lot of money have the most trauma. But you probably looked at them and said they had everything.
I agree with that too.
You don't have any knee injuries from playing
Oh
football?
yeah, I'm just cutting my knees. My shit look like a upside down Y when I stand.
I bet. Because I see we're all like popping and cracking and stuff, and I'm like, you haven't flinched.
Nah, 'cause I don't got no feeling really.
Okay.
All right, Wale, man, it's been cool, man.
Yeah, you are with me.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody here. You know what I'm saying? I really love what y'all got going on. I love seeing y'all clips. I think y'all guys are hilarious. Y'all got dope chemistry. I want y'all to keep going.
And we really appreciate it. Because like that video that you sent the message from, I think it might have been the same. It was the Charlotte versus Atlanta kind of video. Probably what
Oh
you
wait,
saw.
did you comment on that?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Oh, what did I say?
Damn.
Did I reply?
Probably not. He,
I gotta be
he was
careful,
fighting
man.
in the comments.
I gotta be careful.
But I'm pretty sure that's the video you saw that brought you here. But what I want to say is that we appreciate you being able to look at what we have and say, oh, this is something good. Because you know how it is. It's like when you're starting out, nobody is looking at your stuff and nobody really cares. And so for you to say that, it means a lot. It shows us that even though we're not big yet, it shows that, we're, I guess, doing the right thing. And
You
heading
see
in the right
potential,
direction.
and it shows that also that you're really doing it for the culture and you're doing it for the Carolinas.
Yeah, because you didn't have to. We got like what 87
Yeah,
followers.
And
on
we
Instagram.
gotta do
we're
better.
small time.
We got to do better, man. We actually got to start promoting the Carolinas because I mean, we are from Myrtle Beach. I mean, we grew up in Conway in a trailer home, so it's like can't forget where we came from.
Man, I used to hang out in Homewood back in the day too.
We grew up in a swamp. I remember we was down there from Charlotte, and when we came back up, we had like that Geechee accent, and all of our family was like, "Yo, what are these kids saying? Like, we can't understand anything they're saying." Like, I had to go to speech therapy when I was in like the 5th grade.
I can code switch in and out of it.
See,
We didn't know any better than
I can
that.
hear it though.
Man,
Hey,
Myrtle
when the
Beach
beat coming
days?
around here, man, we had a good old time talking over there. No, you're not over there acting crazy. Homeboy had to leave. He told me to call him when you get back now.
Oh, I didn't even notice he left.
No, but you heard everything.
But you heard everything I said.
He didn't even have to
He was speaking a
translate.
bunch of mumbo jumbo, and it all came in his head.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. But yeah, we appreciate you, man.
that's dope.
Yeah.
You got
That's
anything going on like coming up? I mean, we don't have a big audience. or anything,
No,
but
it's
you know what I'm
fine.
Don't give out all your business though.
Nah,
All
like
your ideas.
talk show Hidden in the Coast coming soon. Definitely going to see these guys on there. Then, like I said, just partnership with Audio Box and more stuff coming from the Academy.
What do you do for fun out here?
Go out, go holler at some white women.
I was gonna say maybe we can link up, but
No, like I be chilling though. Like I might pull up.
I stay in the darkest parts of the city.
Bro, I live on the east side.
I'm on the west side.
It's a club. I might go pull up the
We have to
Eden.
meet. We have to meet halfway. We can have a beer or something.
Bro, I be going out like the Eden on shot to Mike Grant and
saying?
Diz.
You obviously like football, right? You play fantasy football?
Yeah.
We got a league coming up soon. If we got a spot, we might
Well, just let me know.
$100.
yeah,
I be playing for fun, bro. I'm gonna tell you something about me.
Nah, we competitive.
Every time I play for money, bro, I don't never do good, bro.
That's good for us.
I have my bad years too, and every year I be like, man, I'm not coming back, man. I hate this shit. I put so much into it,
bro. I can't, bro. I'm telling you, like, I can't play for money, and so I think that's one of the things like God let me do. God say, you can't gamble.
That's good. If you got your limits, that's good.
Yeah, God, like, cause every time I ever try to gamble, I always lost my money, and every time I try, bro, I was really good at NCAA football back, and I was like, people would come could never beat me in NCAA football. But the time it was like, I got to play for money. It could be like somebody that I probably played a couple of times.
Yeah.
That would play. Then it'd be like the one time, okay, we actually play for money. I'm thinking, it's about to be an easy one. I lose.
You got the new college football?
I ain't got it yet.
What do you play?
I probably, I don't know who I play with.
No, I'm saying, what do you play now?
I ain't been playing games lately.
All right.
I'm dealing with a concussion. I can't look at a TV screen for a long period of time.
Damn.
So it's like I can't waste the money on that right now, even though I want to play.
I feel you.
But on the old one, man, my team was Georgia Tech.
Okay.
You didn't play any first-person shooters?
Not really.
No.
I was
No Call of Duty? Oh, definitely not Halo.
well. I used to play like some Black Ops back in the day.
How long does the concussion last?
Depends. I'm on my fifth one. I ain't gonna lie. I be feeling like Antonio Brown.
No.
I can tell by the way you talk. I mean, you say dumb shit, but like you can tell that you saying it with a little bit of you have some common sense. Let me ask you this: before you had your
telling somebody that you say dumb shit is crazy.
Let me ask you this: did you start dating women before or after the concussion?
Talking about my first ever concussion?
Yeah.
No, bro. Like when I was like in high school, like I was talking to a couple of little melanated shawties.
And then you had a concussion, and then you just went all white.
Nah, it wasn't that, man. Nah, I got cheated on, man. So like I said, man, I just gotta find a couple little cool little ooh-ops that gonna meet my energy.
But you ain't going steady right now, though.
Nah, man, I ain't found nobody that matching my flame right now.
I'm with you, bro. It seems like you got a lot going on, anyways. And you know, women can only be a distraction.
Yeah,
and a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like this, man. Shoot, if she can't be my peace, so I might as well be her trouble.
That boy.
Trouble.